Sweet. Come on. Shimon. Some people want it all. Ugh. My first ever live stream. I'm here. Sorry. Hold on. Getting things set up. It is just about 7 o'clock in the morning California time. Before work. And this is my first official live stream pre-deadline. I'm super excited about it. Super nervous. We got a lot to cover. A lot of captaincy options. A lot of last minute deadlines. I'm gonna do my own last minute deadline today, myself. I think it'll be my. Oh, I gotta turn that off. I think it'll be my second ever live transfer. Just making sure that nobody's hurt, nobody's injured. Whew. Gotta love mid-game weeks. All right. So essentially, my plan as of right now. 7 o'clock in the morning. I had to wake up at 6:30 for this. All right. So as far as my voice ain't clearing up yet. So as far as my plans right now, I'm planning on getting rid of Jota, and I was going back and forth between who I was going to pick up, and I ended up settling on Bowen. That's who I'm going to go with today. I was super close to going with Mahrez. I was thinking Mahrez all week. He was always on my brain, but I looked at the stats and I just looked at the numbers, and Bowen is balling out, man. I'm a big fan of Bowen. It'll give me about 3 mil to going with Bowen will give me about 3 mil or 2.6 mil in cash to throw around to the rest of my squad. And so next week I could upgrade Kilman to like Reguilon and still have 1 mil over left over. I can even upgrade Lamptey to Trent Alexander-Arnold or Robbo next week. And so going with Bowen instead of Mahrez allows me to have so much depth going into this Christmas schedule. And I think that's what really made me go over the line with it. Because if I went with Mahrez, it would give me like 0.6, and I would have to settle for like Taylor for Burnley, who's a nice option. But Bowen's numbers look great. Miss Sexy Diva, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Are you ready for your transfers this week? Have you made them already? Have you made your captaincy choice? Whew, a lot to talk about. All right, D Production's also here. Man, we got a few heavy hitters here. D Production, what's up? DCL or Bamford is captain. If I had to choose, I'd probably pick Bamford at this moment. Now, let me see what their stats look like as far as the past few games just to check. So Bamford's still getting about 4 shots off per game over the past 3 or 4. That's really good numbers. He's always going to put up numbers just as he's going to finish, right? That's always the case. As far as DCL, I know he's got Leicester this week. Leicester seem to be a pretty good defense, but DCL has been able to score against everybody he's played this year. He scored, toggling through. DCL scored against every big team he's played. What's up, Ryan? Welcome everybody to the chat, man. As far as DCL goes, I think he has a good chance of scoring like he does against any team, but I'd rather put my money on Bamford to do well against Newcastle. Actually, you know what? This is tough. Because Bamford, if I'm not mistaken, is home versus away. He's a lot better on the road than he is at home. At home, he scored 5, 2, 1, 14. So he did score against Fulham. Fulham and West Ham is only returns at home. He's way better on the road. But again, I think I'd rather put my money on Bamford in this case than DCL. Personally, that's a tough call though. Do you have anyone else you could captain? I'm assuming you have a lot of Tottenham and Liverpool players. Let's see. And do I think that Soufal is better than Justin in the future for the next few rounds? The thing with James Justin is Castagna is still out for at least one more game week. So we've been hearing that for weeks now. And Ricardo Pereira is still weeks away, so he's still going to be nailed on that Leicester defense. As far as their fixtures, I'll check it out for you. I'm pretty sure that West Ham have better fixtures. Let's see Leicester's real quick. Leicester face Everton. Tottenham, that's a tough game. United, that's tough. Then they have 2 easy ones. Not easy ones, but 2 capable of clean sheets after that. As far as West Ham, they have Crystal Palace this week. That's a possibility. Chelsea, I don't know about that one. But then after that, it gets really nice. So as far as West Ham defenders, come game week 15, that is money trees right there, man. So I think for the long term, I'd probably go Soufal. But I trust Leicester's defense more than I trust West Ham's, but either way, yeah, that's a tough call. I think at this point, if I had Justin, I would just hold on to him. If I was looking to transfer one in, that'd probably be Sufal. Save a bit of cash. Miss Sexy Diva is ready. Sweet. Who are you captaining this week, Miss Sexy Diva? Who's everybody captaining? I want to know who everyone's captaining right now. All right, sweet. Let's see. Danielle, what's up? Welcome everybody to the chat. This is my first ever live stream transfer deadline special. Also, yeah, American Soccer FPL. I'm up super early. My alarm went off at like 5:50 this morning. Of course, I hit snooze a few times, but yeah, you know, it is definitely early here in California. I still got suds in my eyes. Let's see. Thoughts on Lookman? I think Lookman's a good shout. Let me look him up more for you so I don't just shout out. Let me look at some just basic stuff. I like Lookman. I just don't trust Fulham. You know what I mean? So over the past 3 games, Liverpool and City, I kind of want to not count those because those are just incredibly tough fixtures. Tough to get any shots off against those squads. How much they possess the ball. Also, American Soccer FPL just hit 100 subscribers. Everybody congratulate American Soccer FPL. Well deserved. They deserve a lot more than 100 subs, but they made it. They did it. Congratulations, American Talk FPL, man. That is huge. All right, so as far as Lookman, he's averaging about, if we take out the Liverpool City matches, which again are super tough, he's averaging about 3 shots per game, 2.5, something like that. I like Lookman. I think he's a good player. At 5 mil, I mean, maybe you could go Suchek, but I think Lookman is a good shout. D Production says you have Grealish, Salah, Kane, Chelsea defense, but I guess they aren't better picks. Yeah, that's tough. I wouldn't captain Salah or Kane. I like your thoughts there. Grealish, I kind of like Grealish as a captaincy shot this week. I think that he has a really good opportunity to come away with a good return. But the problem with Grealish, why am I on my points? I got to go to my pick to squad. The problem with Grealish is it's like a 8+ point haul or it's a yellow card 1 point. So it is tough. And he still doesn't have Ross Barkley back, so that obviously hurts. Yeah, I don't know. If I were you, it would be so hard for me to captain Bamford. I hate to admit it. I mean, I like Bamford. I think he's a great player. He's going to get a lot of looks at goal this week. If I had to, I don't know. Grealish versus Burnley does look pretty good though, but maybe Bamford. That's so tough. D Production. Oh, that's so tough. Now let's see. We got other questions. Lamptey and Suchek. Which one would I play? If I had to play one, I'd probably be Lamptey this week. If I had to play one. Now I don't know if Lamptey's even going to play. He still has a hamstring. I haven't seen anything on Twitter this morning, so I am super nervous about that. But if I had to pick one, it'd be Lamptey. When will Aston Villa have their double game weeks? I don't know if it's been announced, but it'll probably be around game week 18, if I'm not mistaken. If somebody else could help me out, I think it'll be around 18, 19, but I don't know if it's officially been announced, but it'll be around there for Villa. American Soccer FPL says KDB for their captain. Yeah, for me, if I had to pick a captain out of anybody, it'd be KDB. I think that KDB is just on fire. My camera. He looks really good. I think I was looking at the numbers in West Brom when they played top teams in the top half of this table. They're like averaging 2.2 expected goals against. So yeah, I would throw that captaincy armband on KDB as well. No brainer. Maybe not a no brainer, but for me, I would do it. It has to be KDB for me too. I love him, man. He's so good. Let's see. It's also super cold in my garage right now. I'm shivering a little bit. Let me see. Make sure I didn't miss any comments. Thank you, American Soccer FPL, for that. But yeah, check out American Soccer FPL. Really good FPL page as well. They do some Champions League stuff as well. I'm trying to get them here on a live stream. I got to figure out how to get guests on this platform, this streaming device, though. I really want to get American Soccer FPL to come on this live stream for like 10 to 15 minutes to talk about their squad and whatnot. That's something I want to do in the future. All right. Miss Sexy Diva says she was thinking about KDB or Bruno, but locking in KDB. Yeah, I just think that's the play. I mean, I have my captaincy armband on Bruno, but if I had KDB, I'd for sure put it on De Bruyne. I just think I know there's some worries about maybe rotation, but he's had so much rest lately. I don't know if they give him that, and they're pretty. What are they, ninth in the standings right now, and so they don't really have much room to breathe right now, in my opinion. I just got bit by a mosquito as well, cold and bit by a mosquito. All right, where are we at? Sterling captain. Whoa, I like the shout. Sterling captain. What a great. Oh, I love the shout for Sterling captain. Definitely is a Top Gun move. Takes some guts to do that. Because he could either go off or he could just be, average-ish. So I like the Sterling shout, man. I hope it pays off. I hope that pays off. I haven't even seen the stats on Sterling lately. I'm going to go look it up real quick so I can see. I like that shout. And if he hauls, man, you're going to see a nice arrow with it. I got 1 shot against United, 4 against Fulham, where he hauled. Yeah, he's had a tough season. Had a tough season so far. But I like the shout. No worries, American Soccer FPL. I really like your stuff. Always talk about y'all. Ronan says, took out Son for Bruno. Taking out someone who's super hot is tough, but I get it, man. Bruno's in a league. Oh, he's so good. But yeah, that is definitely a tough call, taking out Son. But let's see if it pays off for you. I did the same thing a few weeks ago, so I like it. Wilbur, what's up, baby? What do you think, Wilbur? What do you think? Are you gonna have the same lineup this week for Chelsea? Are you gonna have Kai Havertz out on the right wing? Pulisic is back, right? Now I don't know if Pulisic is gonna be starting or not. It seems like it is still a bit too early for him to start. But man, I can't wait for Pulisic. FPL United captain this week: Bruno or KDB? For me, I'm going KDB. If I had to choose, I would pick KDB. I think when I was looking at the numbers, it gives me the highest percentage of coming up with a haul. Because obviously, for me, I just play the numbers. West Brom averaged like 2.2 expected goals against them when they play top teams, top half of the table. They don't do well against them. Kevin De Bruyne is looking phenomenal. If we look at some of his stats, let me go look at some real quick. His past 5 games, come on, son. His past 5 games, he is expected goals is 3.2 over the past 5. That's really good. FPL assists is 4, attempted assists 13. So he's putting up big numbers. And he's playing potentially the worst or the potentially one of the best teams to play as far as FPL goes. And so I like it. And part of me worries about Sheffield United at home with the crowd back, in my opinion. But for me, I'm going with KDB. American Soccer FPL, I don't have Bruno, unfortunately, but yeah, he's a great captain too. Yeah. These are the headaches that you love to have, right? Bruno or KDB. You can have a lot worse headaches in FPL than picking between those two guys. But yeah, Bruno's so good. I love for his. He's great. Ali says Dallas or Walker Peters for this week. I think because Leeds play Newcastle, right? Yeah, Leeds play Newcastle. That's so tough because they play Arsenal, right? Yeah, Southampton play Arsenal. Arsenal are struggling to score. I think they have like the 4th least amount of goals scored in the Prem this season. That is so tough. I think I'd probably go with Walker Peters. I don't trust Leeds defense at all. Now Dallas could come away with an attacking return, yeah, but it's not necessarily what I would. I'd rather put my money on Walker Peters versus Arsenal than I would Dallas versus Newcastle. I know that sounds crazy, but that's my opinion. I'd love to join someday. We can try to host you as well in the future. Yeah, American Soccer FPL. As soon as I find out how to get a guest on this stream, I'm going to send you a DM on Twitter and see if you can jump on the stream for like 10, 15 minutes, talk about your squad. I got to figure it out. Let's see. Why are you playing Jota? I haven't made the move yet. So I only have Jota in here because I made the mistake last week of doing an early transfer. And so I really wanted to wait till the last minute to make sure, like I'm checking Twitter right now to make sure that there's no injuries, any updates. And I just left YouTube, so I don't know where my comments are at now. Let's see if I can get back. And I'm back. No, I'm not. No, I'm back. All right, yeah, so I just have Jota in there because I haven't made a last-minute transfer yet. I'm bringing out Jota for Jared Bowen. I was torn between Bowen and Mahrez, but I'm ending up going Bowen. It's like Diva said, you should do solid to KDB, maybe until game week 15, then take out Bruno, who will have Leicester, and put Salah back in with the extra funds. So my philosophy right now in FPL is I'm trying out a new one, and I'm kind of just going with concrete players I'm not going to touch. So, like, Salah's still returning, so I'm not going to get rid of him. Bruno and Kane, those are just set in stone in my squad. I'm not going to move them. Nothing's going to happen to them. I'm going to worry about other fires in my squad. I could take out KDB in the future. That is something I'll always think about because I love that man. But as of right now, I'm just going to kind of keep those three not going anywhere and just kind of just hope that Bruno can match KDB week in, week out. But man, I would love to have KDB this week. Let's see. I think if I switched Salah to KDB, it would only give me like 0.3 in cash because Salah's 12.2 because I got him at 12. Yeah, he'd be 12.1 for me. 12.1 for me, and De Bruyne is like 11.9, so it would only give me 0.2 in cash. That's crazy. Let's see. I thought Pulisic was injured, hamstring. Yeah, so I think I was reading today that Pulisic is back in the lineup. I don't necessarily think that he will. Let me fact check that for you real quick. I'm gonna go on Twitter, so hopefully I can talk while I tweet, not while I tweet, while I search. Usually I can't multitask, so let me see if I find anything. Castagna, James. Let's see. Why am I struggling so much? Yeah, I can't multitask at all, so let's see. I'm going to type in Pulisic. I thought he was back this week, if I'm not mistaken. Chelsea boss Frank Lampard provides Pulisic and Ziyech injury updates. Sweet. So now I got to read the article. What should I talk about? Should I talk about Alicia Keys again? I love her music. Chelsea boss Lampard has revealed Pulisic is in contention to start against Wolves, but there's longer to wait for Ziyech. Okay, so yeah, Pulisic is back. I don't know if he'll start right away, but he's back in the lineup. It seems. Ronan says he's so torn between Bruno and KDB captain. I get it, man. I get it. I'd be so nervous. I would pick KDB, but I totally get the dilemma. And part of me loves having a captain in the last match. Give me hope to the very, very end. So, yeah. Mr. Tripwire YT, welcome, baby. YT 400. What? Did not realize you were streaming right now. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta do it at 7 o'clock in the morning. As if I'm flying to LAX this Friday. Sick. I'll be touching distance. Thanks, man. Yeah, welcome to LA, dude. You showing up to on Friday? If you showing up to LA, you for sure got to get some Kendrick Lamar on your playlist, some Snoop on your playlist. Welcome to LA, man, where the players play. We got to get some Call of Duty in. I was playing. I think I played Battle Royale last night, but you wasn't on, of course. Let's see. Ryan, Dallas or Sioux Fall? I'd pick. Because West Ham play Crystal Palace. I could see Zaha maybe coming away with a return. I might pick Sioux Fall. No. Dang. I don't know. I'm not necessarily the biggest Dallas and Ailing fan. I like him as players, but as far as FPL wise, I don't trust in that defense enough. But I might say Dallas in this sense. Usually I would pick Sioux Fall. I think Sioux Fall has a better opportunity for a clean sheet, but maybe Dallas here. That's such a tough call. That's tough. Wilbur says Chelsea. My camera's about to go off. Be prepared. There it is. I need some coffee, man. Wilbur says we will play a 4-1-2-1-2 regarding Chelsea. He will play as the number 10. And talking about Kai Havertz will play as the number 10. Werner and Giroud up top while Pulisic comes on. Either Kovacic, Mount, or Havertz will come off in order to play that 4-3-3. Werner wing, Giroud up top. As long as Giroud's up top, I love it for restreams. Can you guys hear a lawnmower in the background? I got a lawnmower going off. If you guys can hear a lawnmower, let me know so I can close my garage door. Where are we at? I did Jota to Bowen too, man. He's so good. I get it, man. I get it. Look at the stats. I was going back and forth between him and Mahrez, and look at these stats over the past 4. Jared Bowen over his last 6 games: 4 shots, 4 shots, 2 shots, 5 shots, 3 shots. Attempted assist 1, 3, 2, 2, 4. So essentially, he's averaging about 4 shots per game right now over his past 5 matches. And attempted assists, he's averaging about 3 per game. Those are ludicrous numbers for someone who's I should have picked him up a while ago. I've liked him for a while. I just haven't. But yeah, so I'm going Jared Bowen. I think he's balling out, and it saves me enough cash to float around. I would go Mars, but I'm scared if I bring in Mars and then he doesn't play, then I'm screwed because I have Basuma coming off my bench again, and I do not want that. And Mars has only had 2 returns this year. He's only had 2 returns. Bowen's been more consistent. Let's see. Yeah, he doesn't get the 90 all the time, but it is, yeah, that does suck. American Soccer FPL, Bruno has always had a return in away fixture since joining the Prem. Every single time, Bruno's always returned I know he's been phenomenal in his away, but every single time, American Soccer FPL just dropping some dimes right now. Yeah, so Bruno's never blanked in an away match. That is absurd. 12 points, 11 points, 17, 10, 6. Yeesh. And so that 6 was off the bench too. I'm very happy with Bruno being my captain this week. Very happy with it. Let's see. Srije. Oh, I don't know if I did not say that name right. Srije. Salah and Jota for KDB and Souček, or Kane and Jota for Watkins and KDB. Please help. If I had to pick right there, I would probably say, I don't know if I would get rid of. I don't know. Oh, you're gonna have to get rid of Kane or Salah. So it's gonna come down between who I'd rather get rid of, Kane or Salah. I'd probably rather get rid of. Oh, that's so tough. I see your dilemma. If I had to choose, I don't know if I would necessarily like to start Souček. Weird. Smells weird outside. I don't know if I necessarily like starting Souček. I really like having him as my first bench player, but starting him makes me nervous. And so for that purposes, I do like the KDB and Watkins over them, because I think that gives you more depth. And yeah, I think it just gives you more depth. But that's just me, because I think Souček is more of a first player off my bench kind of a guy, not my starting 11. But that's probably what I would do, Watkins and KDB, but I would hate to take out Harry Kane. I took Brahmi, big risk. Oof. Big risk indeed. Bowen the logical option. I've rated Bowen as a player for ever since he came to West Ham. I thought he's looked incredible, and he's just getting his feet wet. And I think he looks really good. And at 6.4, whatever I can get him at, I think that's a really good price. And I don't think enough people are talking about him, but at the same time, I'll take it. Jota to Greenwood. I don't necessarily think I would like to go Greenwood. If American Soccer FPL is on here, I think they'd be able to answer this better. But as far as me, I don't necessarily want to bring in Greenwood at this moment. I think he's just I think he's too much of rotation risk with Martial, Rashford, and Cavani there. I think those 3 probably get the nod over him. And he just hasn't been consistent enough for me this year to warrant bringing him in. But that being said, Greenwood will always be on my radar. I will be watching him every week to make sure I can bring him in. Because if he gets time and he gets a shot off, you know that thing is going to go in the back of the net. So I do think I kind of like. I don't know if I would go Greenwood. I don't know if I would go there. But again, he is capable of getting double-digit returns any given week. Let's see. Benrahma, yeah. Benrahma, yeah. I knew it, yeah. Anyway, Alex, I wanted to captain Bruno, but going KDB. I would do the same, yeah. I would be super tempted to captain Bruno, but I just think KDB is the better option this week, and it's really splitting hairs here, because either option is going to be great for you. I think, again, what's up, Arlo? Welcome to the chat, man. Arlo. Let's see. Yeah, I just think KDB has a better chance at getting a higher attacking return. That's simply the reason why. Now, can Bruno go off and KDB not KDB blank? Of course, FPL anything can happen. But yeah, I would go with him anyway. America's Hawk FPL did just agree with Greenwood. He says he's too much agree rotation risk and have to wait for a good run from him before using a transfer on him regarding Greenwood. Yeah, Greenwood will be one that's always going to have my eye. He's always going to be on the top of my watch list. It's just the rotation right now that I'm super nervous about. I think with that 7.1, I think you can get him at right now. I think that there are a lot better options like Bowen, NATO, Potence. You can even go Souček. There's somebody else I'm missing. I did this on Sunday as well. I'm starting Souček this week though. I'm not against starting Souček. I think he's returned in back-to-back weeks with like 8 and 9 points in back-to-back weeks. I think Souček is a good option. It's just for me, I'm just nervous about it. I missed Caspiano's comment. He says, Caspiano says, what's the best duo for long term? Souček and Kane or Son and DCL? I think for me, Souček would be on the bench. If Souček is on the bench, I don't want my my work alarm's about to go off. If Souček was on the bench, I would for me, I just love Harry Kane. I love Harry Kane. He's going to be in my squad for as long as he's healthy at this moment. So I'd probably go that route, but Son and DCL provide a lot of depth. It seems like would Son and DCL, I'm assuming they would both start for you in the long run. But yeah, I just love Harry Kane. I love Harry Kane. I would do anything to have him in my squad if I didn't have him. Not anything, but I love Harry Kane. That's what I would probably go that route. Issa, what's up? Welcome. You sure not having KDB this week? I am nervous beyond anything. You're good. Are you off to work? All right, cool. Yeah, 12 o'clock today, so I'm just very happy that I have to work around the time City are playing, so I don't have to worry about that match. Because, yeah, if I had to watch that match, I'd be behind the couch, biting me nails. I don't know. Is there any food in the fridge? Nope. Man. I'd be starving. But yeah, I'm super nervous about not having KDB this week. Super nervous, especially because he's going to be captain. So his effective ownership is going to be just super high. No worries, Art. No worries. Arlo says, I brought in Bowen and Balbuena because I'm a West Ham fan. Ooh, West Ham fan. Perfect person to talk to. I'm bringing in Bowen right now. What do you think about him? I think he is a phenomenal player, and he's great in FPL as well. I think he's just absolutely on fire. But I want to hear from a West Ham fan. I'm about to do a live transfer here in a bit, so I can, because I don't want to accidentally not transfer Jota out. I love Bowen. I shouldn't get overhyped about it. I got to keep my cool. I like Bowen in my squad. Cavallero versus Lookman. Who would you go for? I would go for Lookman. Let me do some quick research on it real quick, though. I don't think that's how you spell the name. Yeah, I'd probably go Lookman. Ooh, that's so tough, though. I would need to do more research before I felt comfortable answering that question, really, but probably Lookman. Sedan, what's up? Welcome. Bro, lose Salah and have KDB, upgrade Jota to Son. If I drop Salah, I still wouldn't be able to bring in Son, because if I drop Salah and brought in KDB, it would only get me 0.2 in cash, and so it wouldn't do anything for me. And I love KDB, but I think Salah's almost at 100 points already this season. He's absolutely balling out. Yeah, he's at 95 points already this season, Mo Salah, so he ain't going nowhere. I love KDB. My camera. I love KDB, don't get me wrong. He's my favorite player in the Prem, period. So not having him in my squad hurts, and so I'm definitely considering bringing him in. But my theory right now that I'm kind of running with is to have a few guys in my squad that I just never touch and they never go anywhere. So Salah, Bruno, and Kane are those guys, and I want to focus on the rest of my team and use my transfers on them. But that's just me. I'm super nervous about not having KDB, man. Arlo, will Benrahma be a regular starter soon? Good question, Alex. Issa, yeah, I answered that one, sweet. Arlo, Benrahma is making his way into the team. I would wait a couple weeks and see if he stays in when Antonio comes back. I can't wait for Antonio to come back. I love him, man. Antonio is so good. Yeah, starting Souček until I'm sure. Bowen is class, says Arlo, a West Ham fan. Create so many chances and shots. I think what goes under the radar for West Ham is how often or how many opportunities they create. They create a ton of looks for their squad. A ton of looks. I think they're like 6th in the league as far as getting like shot creation actions, getting shots off. West Ham are really good, and that was after a really tough run of fixtures, man. To be sitting in 6th place right now, if I was to go to the beginning of the season and you told me with that run of fixtures that West Ham would be in like 6th place, I would have never believed you. And that's nothing against West Ham. Their fixtures were just tough. They balled out. Lookman looked fire against Liverpool. Yeah, he's good, man. Lookman is a good player. And right now, Fulham are doing well. I mean, Fulham are getting a lot of hate on maybe not a lot of hate, but a lot of people are targeting Fulham because, you know, they started poorly to the season. But they've looked pretty good lately. They look pretty good. Rosendo says, so I made one transfer with a -4. Crosswell for nice. Crosswell for James Justin. Nice West Ham calendar on the long run. Hope it pays off. Coxton Flats N11 on the Dontel's League. Do you want me to check it out? I'll check it out if you want me to, Rosendo. But yeah, as far as that goes, I love Cresswell. I love Cresswell. I think he's a solid player. I may bring him into my squad here in the future for Lamptey. I'm not entirely sure on that, but yeah, West Ham. Look at their fixtures they have for the next wee while. Go to FDR. West Ham right here. They got after the Chelsea match, Brighton, Southampton, Everton, West Brom, Burnley, and I think they have a few good ones after that. Let me go to the next couple. Crystal Palace, Liverpool. Yeah, maybe I should have gone to those ones. But they do have a good run of fixtures, and Cresswell that left foot is nasty. That left foot is Kid Cudi humming. Absolutely beautiful. Antonio Healthy is a dream. Oh my gosh. Antonio Healthy, I think he's let me check. I think he's 6.2, right? Because they're just not letting him drop any lower than he is. Yeah, the towers at FPL aren't letting him, shout out Avril Lavigne, drop. Yeah, 6.2 mil, 1.7% selection. And if you can get him into your squad if he's healthy by game week 15, look at that, dude. Oh, dream. Yeah, I just don't know who I would drop for. Maybe I'll worry about that when it happens. Yeah, Antonio Healthy is nice. Is it this week with the West Ham double? It's not this week. It'll be like game week 18 or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. So not for a little while. Rosendo says, sure. Cool. And your name is Donatel's Mini League. Your name is Coxton Flats. Ooh, 11th place. Woo! Also, shout out to Coleman again. Top of the Donatel's Mini League. America's Talk FPL. I was just saying they are content creators, and they already got 790 points on the season, Barat does. Absolutely balling out, man. Check out their page if you would like. So you got 0.3 in the bank. 0.3 in the bank. Let's get that out of there. Oh, nice squad. DCL, Kane, Bamford, Love, Fernandez, Grealish, Son, Salah, Zuma, Reguilon, Justin. You got rid of Justin, right? And brought in Cross. Ooh, I like this squad a lot. That is a nice squad. Hey, and there, Gary Hendricks is right there. Gary Hendricks, top of the Donatel's Mini League again. And he picked KDB as his captain. There you go. I need to go. Thanks for showing up, Arlo. Appreciate it. Good luck with the West Ham players. Hey, come on, you Irons. Appreciate that. Hope you have a good week and get a nice, huge green arrow. Reece Taylor, get Vardy in the team. We'll get a hat trick versus Everton. Ooh, could do so. As someone who doesn't own Jamie Vardy, I really hope not. I really hope that he does not get a hat trick against Everton. Oh man, that Leicester match just oof. If you had James Justin and Jamie Vardy last week, oof, it was nice. Should I do my transfer right now? I'm thinking about making my transfer right now and just doing Jot to the bone, get it over with. Let me probably just do it live on stream. Yeah. The hard thing for me is that I could get Mahrez, and bringing in Mahrez just sounds so nice. I could bring in Mahrez. I have enough money to get Mahrez, and I have 0.6 still in the bank to run around with. But, I mean, really, he returned against Leicester and returned against Burnley, and that's all he's really done as far as attacking returns goes. He's still getting a non-penalty expecting goal involvement pretty high, but Bowen ain't bad for 2 mil less. And James Maddison, do you see his goal? I did not see James Maddison's goal yet. Let me look it up real quick. I'll have a bit of dead air as I go look at James Maddison's goal. I almost brought him in a couple weeks ago, too. I like him as a player. Let's see. James Maddison, stunning Premier League goals, Leicester City. That was 2 months ago. James Maddison scores a second, Leicester's third goal versus Brighton. All right, let me check it out real quick. Shout out NBC Sports. 1.43 million subscribers. Oh, my goodness. Come on, ad. Ooh. These YouTube ads, man. All right, James Maddison gets the ball. Great pass. Good dump off. James Maddison step overs. Cuts back. Ooh. Yeah, that was nice, man. That was nice. Disgusting finish. Nice one with his left foot. Oof. James Maddison can score some bangers, man. Taking hits is a pain. Yeah. I considered it, but not worth it this week for me. I actually haven't taken a hit in. I don't think I've taken a hit in like 7-8 game weeks. And I thought, that is quite impressive for me. Yeah, taking hits can always pay off, but if your team's all right, it's just so hard for me to really do it. Like if you have players that aren't playing in your squad and you need to bring in someone like Bruno or whatnot, worth it. But yeah, hits are tough, but great adrenaline rush it gives you. James, what's up? James says, would I play Balbuena or Walker Peters? I would play Walker Peters. I would play KWP. Balbuena, that is tough because he does play Arsenal. And while Arsenal are not scoring, they still have a Aubameyang on their squad, which would worry me at any given moment. Dang, that is tough. Let's see, fixtures. Yeah, that is rough, man. You know what? Actually, I might lean towards Balbuena here. I towards Balbuena. I just I know Arsenal aren't scoring, but it's still Arsenal, and that still worries me a little bit. So I'd probably say go with maybe Balbuena. Yeah, that one hurts me to say, but it's a tough decision, James. Really tough decision, but if I had to choose, I'd pick Balbuena. Sanaa, welcome, Sanaa. Still don't know whether to make a transfer or roll it. Check my team out, please. Yes, we'll do. I guess I didn't make that move for Bowen yet. Please remind me to make that move for Jota if the deadline is approaching and I haven't made that move for Jota. Please let me know so I don't accidentally run Jota into my squad and have to play Basuma. So now, what's your you have your name under it. That's right. Pushing on my buttons, baby, pushing on my buttons. Used to be the jam back in the day. Theater of Dreams. Martin had a dream. Kendrick had a dream. All right, check out your squad. Still don't know whether to make a transfer or roll it. Could do DCL to Ings or Zuma to Shaw or Mahrez to Sterling. You got how much cash you got in the bank? You got 2 mil in the bank. 2 mil. That's not enough to get KDB in your squad, unfortunately. I think Sterling is a good shout, but my camera. I think Sterling is a good shout, but I don't necessarily know if I would want Sterling into my squad. It does make me nervous having him. I'd probably rather have Mahrez over that. I think DCL is only not returned in 2 game weeks so far this season, so it would be hard for me to take him out, but I love Danny Ings, so I get the move to Danny Ings. I think that would probably be the one that I would do. Because Everton... why am I forgetting who Everton plays? I should know these things. They play Leicester, the good defense. Zuma to Shaw. I don't necessarily know if I would bring in Shaw because I still think Telles is an option to play out there. I don't know if Shaw will be playing. I don't know if Shaw would be somebody that I would like to bring into my squad at this moment. Let's see. I like Tyrone. Better call Tyrone. Call him. I like Ben Chilwell. I like Zuma. That double Chelsea defense does worry me a little bit, but they're playing Wolverhampton, so I don't know if I would like to get rid of Zuma before they play Wolverhampton. JWP. Maybe I would get rid of Ward-Prowse. You still have $2 million in the bank. You could go up to. There's nobody else I would really want. I'll maybe go Ward-Prowse to Jack Grealish. Maybe that's what I think that's what I would do. Go Ward-Prowse to Jack Grealish if I had to do something with your squad. But I don't know if I wouldn't do. I love Danny Ings. That Danny Ings one really tempts me. Really tempts me. I'm such a big fan. Such a big fan of Danny Ings. But he does have a tough schedule, but he also is Danny freaking Ings. So if I had to look at the ones that you were choosing, I'd probably just say to roll my transfer. I don't know if I would want to spend all that cash on Sterling. I would probably try to see if I could find funds to get KDB in if you're for like 0.4 more, I think you would need. 0.4 or something like that. Try to run cash around. But if it were me, I'd probably go Ward-Prowse to Grealish. That's probably the route that I would choose. I just trust Jackie G more than I trust Ward-Prowse. I like that transfer you made. I was thinking the same thing. Hey, if Gary Hendricks is saying it, then I know I'm onto something, man. Yeah, I've been a big fan of Jared Bowen for a while. I talked about earlier in the stream. I don't want to talk about it too much, but he's just been balling out, dude. Look at these numbers. Look at these numbers. Why am I? There he is. Look at that. If you were to close your eyes and look at those stats, you would not think that that's a 6.3 million pound player. 3 shots, 5 shots, 2, 4, 4. He's averaging like 4 shots per game over his last 5. He's averaging like 3 attempted assists over his past 5. He's on corners now with some big bodies in the middle to target. He has a good run of fixtures for quite some time. I just think I don't want to say no brainer, but because he's not a no brainer. But for me, I just think he's a really good option at 6.4. Rosendo, Arsenal's obligated to score. My alarm's about to go off again to wake me up for work. Arsenal is obligated to score in the next game. They probably will. I mean, again, it's so as long as you have a Aubameyang on your squad, it would just be so hard for me to if I had a choice between a defense like it was Kyle Walker-Peters or I forgot who it was for. Was it Balbuena? Yeah, Balbuena. It would just be so hard for me to choose Walker-Peters knowing that they have a Aubameyang on the other side, man. He's just so good. Even with his goal drought he's had this season, I just think surely at some point he scores again. Arsenal's yeah. Sadan says my advice would be brother, don't go for Ward-Prowse. Yeah, I think so. Jack Grealish is just a baller. He's just good. End of story. This guy is great. Lamptey doesn't play this week. Oh no! Don't mess with me like that. Did that officially come out? I know that he was questionable, but no. For real? Let me check. Lamptey, come on. Please be fit. Please be fit. Did that just come out? Or is that speculation? Because I know that he had a hamstring soreness, and so I wasn't sure if he was going to play or not. But I'm not seeing anything online for Lamptey. He's only in my team for like 1 or 2 more game weeks. That's the worst part about it all. Let's see if I can find anything on Twitter. Let's see. I ain't seeing nothing. I don't see anything. So if he doesn't play, I'll have another 0 from defender, which is the last thing I want to have again. That would just be rough. That would be rough. Will he score against Burnley, though, seeing as though Southampton have Arsenal? We're talking about Jack Grealish, right? Yeah, so Jack Grealish, I think Burnley are pretty vulnerable to opposing left wings from what I was able to see. That side of the pitch really does give them a little bit of problems. I think Burnley have gotten a lot better defensively as of late. My knee is locking up, but so I don't. It would be hard for me to back up Jack Grealish this game week against Burnley. I do think Burnley are playing well defensively lately, but he has West Brom the week after, Crystal Palace. I think he has a double game week. He actually will have 2 double game weeks here in the future. Against Arsenal, he got an attacking return. Against Liverpool, he dropped 24. So I don't want to. I'm not saying he's fixture proof. I'm just saying that there's a possibility you can score against anybody. Yeah, I mean, again, this is your squad. You got to do what's best for you. If you feel like Ward-Prowse is better than Jack Grealish, run with Ward-Prowse. I got no problem with that at all. I got to turn up brightness on my laptop. Yeah, I think, again, if you think Ward-Prowse is going to ball out, again, if you hear a lawnmower, please let me know so I can close the doors. Yeah, that's a tough call. I just love Jack Grealish. That's all I'm going to say. I can see Jack Grealish coming away with 1 point after getting a yellow card in this match, and Ward-Prowse coming away with yet again another set-piece assist. So it is what it is. But yeah, do what's best. Do what you feel is best for your squad at the end of the day. It's always my advice whenever someone asks me things. Anyway, Blues FPL. Are you moving on from Jota? Yes. Jota is gone. Souček possibly. No, so I'm actually going to go with Jared Bowen as my Jota replacement. I just haven't made the move yet. I was about to do it, but I'm waiting on any last minute news. I'm gonna wait till the last moment before I make a move. I was really looking at bringing in at Riyad Mahrez. I have enough money to go Riyad Mahrez and still have like 0.6 left over in the bank, but I think Jared Bowen is going to be pretty dang close to what Riyad Mahrez scores if Riyad Mahrez starts week in, week out. And Riyad Mahrez has only had 2 game weeks where he's had attacking returns. Bowen's been way more consistent. Like if we look at his last like 5 or 6 matches, come on. Yeah, look at that consistency there, right there. Ever since he played City and Liverpool. I mean, if you take out the City Liverpool matches, which you would assume West Ham would not be able to do well in, he's doing well, period. 4 shots, 3-3-1, 4-4-2, 5-3. So Jared Bowen's been balling out on the low. And then if you look at Riyad Mahrez, do a little bit of boring stats checks for you guys. Riyad Mahrez, if you look at his matches this week, now again, Mahrez is so explosive. He can go off on any week and ball out. Like, if Riyad Mahrez drops double digits this week, no one would be surprised. But over his past 4, he's just not been the same as, like, Bowen's been better. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Jared Bowen instead of Jota. Blues FPL, also another FPL channel. Please check them out. Newer channel, too. So, if you're a Chelsea fan or want to support some new YouTube channels, check out Blues FPL. Alex says decided to start Ben Rama instead of Souček. Now apparently now going to start against Palace. Ooh, did the news leak? Any news leak? If any news is leaked, please let me know so I can check it out. I'm half on Twitter right now. Well, not half on Twitter, but I go back and forth between Twitter and YouTube right now. I kind of check things out. We got a couple cat captain predictions. And the cat has captain... FPL Swan's cat has captain Bruno. What a good-looking cat. Let's see. Dallas or Chilwell on the bench. I would put Dallas on the bench. Chilwell's facing Wolverhampton. Wolverhampton really struggle to score. I think Chelsea have a better chance at a clean sheet than Leeds do this week. Now, I know Leeds play Newcastle, so that is... I mean, you have 2 really good options to start there. But for me, I'd rather have Chilwell start than my camera go off. I'd rather have Chilwell starting than Dallas starting. Hooded, 14.3 mil for midfielder and attacker. Who are you saying? Oh, off the top of my head, I would like to. Who do you have in your squad right now? That's what first question. Or are you just asking anybody? If it was anybody, I would probably have. I know it sounds super hypocritical because I don't have KDB in my squad, but. Probably Katie. No, because I wouldn't give me enough money for an attacker, so I probably need to go cheaper. Son gives me 9, he'll give me 5.5 for an attacker. That's still not good enough. Jack Grealish would give me about 8. That would be a 6.5 for an attacker. You could go Jack Grealish and Bamford and just have some little bit of cash left over. You could go Danny Ings and Jack Grealish. No, that would be way too much. If you go Danny Ings, that's 8.2. That would leave you 6.1 for a midfielder. That's not enough for Bowen, so you can't go Danny Ings there. Bamford 6.2. That'll give you 8.1 to throw around in the mid. Yeah, probably Bamford and Jack Grealish, maybe something like that. You got Bruno, KDB, Salah, and DCL. Okay, so if I had to choose between, I'd probably say Bamford and Grealish. Probably, I think those are the best options. Probably, that's a tough one. That one is really tough. I think Bamford and Grealish just give you more balance, and so that's probably where I would go with. And I know I missed a comment here. Alex missed a comment. It was Alex too, huh? Yeah. Go 12, 6 shots, one direct free kick, 1 attempted assist, 13 final third passes, 3 crosses, 3 dribbles, 100% success rate. Who's that? Gameweek 12. Oh, Gameweek 12? Whoa, who was that? Was that? No, that wasn't Bowen. Bowen didn't have 6 shots. Who had 6 shots last week, Alex? Is it Ben Rama? Whoa! If Ben Rama had that, then we in some business right now. That's some impressive numbers. Jeez. All right. I gotta look that up more. Should I look that up right now? Oh, I got some comments to catch up on. Then I'll go look that up. I think Bruno says. Pranav, I think Bruno might also get benched because Ole doesn't believe Bruno and Van de Beek can play in the same team. Rotation for Bruno? I don't think so. I mean, we're at the point of the season where anyone can get benched, and it wouldn't be surprising because they play games. I mean, Bruno's been playing a ton of minutes over the past, since he came to the Prem. But Ole has this thing where he just likes to keep the same lineup week in, week out, right? He doesn't really like too much change. I don't necessarily see Bruno. I don't necessarily see Bruno being benched. I don't see it, but if it happens, it happens, and I wouldn't be surprised. But I don't see it happening. I really hope Van de Beek plays though. I like him as a player, but yeah, United are in a spot in the season where they're in like 10th place right now, 9th place, something like 8th place, whatever, one of those 3. And they need to win, period. And you saw when Bruno was benched against West Ham so he could most likely be rested for Champions League, you saw how terrible United looked without him. And so they need him in their squad. They're going up against Sheffield United at Sheffield. So I don't think Bruno plays because they're just a completely different team with him in their squad. I answered those ones. Just seeing what I seen reported on Twitter. Whew, I gotta look that one up, Alex. Really gotta look that one up after I catch up on these. Nicholas says, should I risk Aguero or go with Jesus? I don't think Aguero starts this week. I think he's still coming off of being sick, so I think I'd probably rather go with Jesus if I had to choose. I think Jesus is the one that starts. But once Aguero comes back, it's definitely a good look there, Nicholas. But from what I'm reading, it's most likely going to be Jesus starting this week. Most likely. Because I think Aguero is still... Let me just take assistant manager to make sure. Man City. Good kid, Man City. Why am I bugging out? That's not Man City. Update. It's not updating? Of course it's not updating. Come on, son. Sorry for the dead air. Just doing a little bit of research real quick. Aguero, see what the news is on him lately. Last 2-3 days he could not train. Today he trained and we'll decide tomorrow. So he could, but if I had to put my money on it, it'd probably be Jesus. Yeah, no worries, Hooded, no worries. Jonas, bench Gross, Podence, or Souček? I'd probably bench Gross. Personally. No, because he is on penalties, so you never know with him. That one's tough. Podence for me is probably like the one that I wouldn't expect to get an attacking return against a really stout Chelsea defense. But Podence, if anyone is going to score from Wolverhampton, it's Nato or Podence. So it's hard for me to bench that potential. That is a tough one. Souček might be the way I would go. Against popular opinion, I'd probably go Souček, but that's a tough call. Benrahma, yeah, I got to look that one up here in a minute, Alex. Let's see. I think Bruno might also get benched because Ole doesn't believe Bruno and Van de Beek can play. Oh, yeah, I read that one. I just don't see Bruno. I don't see Bruno being benched. I don't see it. Again, if it happens, it happens, and it would absolutely suck for 42.4% of squads. But yeah, that would, yeah. I don't see it. But again, you never know around this time of the year. 'Tis the season. He's 5 games, I think, 1 start, 2 assists. Woof. Apparently he's gonna be starting now. Hopefully, I hope for your sake, for sure. I hope he starts. I hope he starts for show. Should I risk Aguero or get Jesus? I want to replace DCL. I think I answered that one right. Yeah, Nicholas. Let me make sure. I was a bit behind, so I get it. I have Kane and Bamford. I want to replace DCL. Yeah, I mean, I think Jesus. I think Jesus plays. I think over the course of the season, I think they rest Aguero because they really want him for Champions League. So they kind of just give him the old man treatment and just start him from time to time. Make sure he keeps form, but also stays healthy and keeps his legs underneath him. I think Jesus starts personally, but it's Pep, man. You never know. Yeah, I probably reckon Jesus starts, but I don't know. I wanted him at Chelsea as a Willian replacement. He's crazy talented. He looks good, man. He looks good. Ziyech is a good Willian replacement if he's healthy. That is. Name Ole has made an average of 3 changes a game in the last 5 matches. That's right, yeah. I stand corrected. Over the past few matches, he has been making a lot of changes. Ever since Cavani came in the squad, I was thinking more of like early season and after international break. Thank you for correcting me. Van de Beek is a crazy player. It's upsetting that Fred and Matic are being picked over him. Yeah, I really love Van de Beek. I mean, look at how he played at Ajax. He looked dope. And even when he comes onto the pitch for United, he just... Like there will be games where United kind of look lackadaisical moving forward, and then Van de Beek comes in, and it's like, this dude has a lot of energy. He's playing really well, and he doesn't play for a couple more game weeks. I don't get it. I really like him as a player. I think he's just an incredibly well-balanced player. He came from an Ajax team who have this beautiful system of football over there. So I don't necessarily know why Van de Beek isn't getting played more, but I'm not a United supporter, so I can't really say too much, but if Bruno doesn't start, you'll see a sad dawn, man. You'll see a sad dawn because I'll have Basuma coming in for him. But yeah, I like Van de Beek a lot. Start Bednarek or over Ward-Prowse, clean sheet chances. I mean, the saying's always back the attacker, right? That's what a lot of content creators say. In this case, I kind of like Bednarek starting. I think Arsenal are good against... If I'm not mistaken, I think Arsenal are pretty decent against set pieces. Please, someone correct me if I'm wrong. But so I don't know if Ward-Prowse gets any attacking returns. What am I saying? Ward-Prowse plays for Southampton. Come on, son. Southampton played Arsenal, yeah. Okay, making sure. That one is really tough. Arya, man. I think for me, I'd rather play Ward-Prowse, but I really, really like your thoughts on starting Bednarek over him. I kind of like that shout. Part of me, I'm so torn because I want to say to start Bednarek. I think it's a smart choice, but there's something about that potential set piece wizard Ward-Prowse that it would be hard for me to not have him in my squad, especially knowing how. Because Party's out, right? Party's out, Zaka's out, so they don't really have that dominant center defending mid, right? Yeah, I think I'd probably go Ward-Prowse. That is really tough, really tough. Jake Jones, what's up, baby? Welcome. Out of Reece James, Cancelo. My camera went off. Out of Reece James, Cancelo, Walker Peters, and Balbuena, who should I start? Well, you got a big Balbuena fan over here with was it Alex? Yeah. No, I don't know who it was. Anyway, I forgot who it was. Reece James, Kiddo, who should I start? I would start Reece James. And I would start Reece James. I would start Cancelo, because if Cancelo doesn't play, Pep doesn't like to rotate defenders in and out. so I don't think Cancelo leaves the match. I'll start Reece James and Cancelo for sure. And Balbuena and Walker Peters. Maybe Walker Peters. Yeah, I think that'd be the route that I would take. But that is tough. Rosendo says planning on Zuma to Reece James just to free up funds, but I have a feeling Lampard will start rotation as soon as I do it. It's a matter of time. Yeah, I mean it could that could be the case, but I like the thoughts of floating around money. I like that thought. If Reece James doesn't, as long as you have a fourth playing defender, I like bringing in Reece James for Zuma. I'm just a big Reece James fan. Let's see. I kept Reece James and Kyle Walker-Peters. Yeah, I agree. Van de Beek not playing is equivalent to 35 mil quid sitting on the bench. Seriously, when they brought him in, I was like, this dude's gonna do a lot for United. He's gonna be able to create a lot of opportunities for them. Because he makes really good runs off the ball as well, which creates a ton of space for Bruno and Rashford to do their thing. But it's hard for me to say because I'm not at training. I'm not at the facilities. I'm not seeing what's happening where media is not allowed. But surely Van de Beek has to play. Surely. Play Lamptey, expect he will be back, or just play Reguilon. I would play Lamptey and hope he's back. Because if Lamptey is not fully back, he's not going to play. So Reguilon will come off your bench anyway. Now, Tottenham have a very good defense, but I would feel very nervous going up in that Liverpool match at home in Anfield with a defender. So I'd probably play Lamptey and hope that he was back, and have Reguilon. He'll come on if he's still hurt. I didn't miss any comments, did I? If I missed any comments, I apologize. Please say it again so I can get back to it. Jake Jones says, and also, do I start Click or do I start Ain't Nobody Messing With My Click or Watkins? I want to start Watkins against Burnley, but he's been quite inconsistent lately. However, Click, on the other hand, has Newcastle at home and is on pens. Yeah, so Click looked really good last week, and he's on penalties. True. He did miss that first one. Or I know it was he had another chance at it, but man, that was a bad pen. For me, I would start Ollie Watkins. With these cheap attackers, you're going to have to be patient. They're going to have a lot of weeks where they look bad and they'll look really good again. So for me, I'd probably start Ollie Watkins, even with his inconsistencies lately. That's probably where I would go. But I like the thought of having Click, because Click looked good last week. He looked good last week. But for me, I'd probably go with Ollie Watkins. Reguilon versus Liverpool is a tough bet. Yeah, I agree. It's so hard for me to... Any defender at Anfield is going to be hard for me to pick. Even someone as quality as Reguilon. So I would go for Lamptey. Hey, MK, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Good to have you guys here. Thanks, everyone, for showing up. I appreciate you guys showing up and being active in the chat. Really means a lot. Let's see. Alex, do you think you will be wildcarding early or saving it? I already wildcarded. So I wildcarded in like game week 6 because my team was just so bad. So I forced my wild card. As far as the next wild card we get in like game week 18, I'm probably going to hold it, but we'll see what happens when we get down that road. I'm not sure. Replacement for Jota, I'm going with Jared Bowen. I think Jared Bowen's the best replacement. There are a lot of other good candidates out there to replace him with, like Nato Podence, Barkley when he's healthy. Souček, you have Rafinha for Leeds, who I think is solid. I think I'd put Rafinha second in that list. So there are really good options for Jota. So off the top of my head, it would be Jared Bowen, Rafinha, Souček if you want to have as your first bench player, Nato and Podence. Those would be my 5 if you're going to drop down in price. If you're going to drop down. What is my bench? I don't want to show you my bench, man. And Jack Grealish. If you don't have Jack Grealish too, sorry. Good shout. Jack Grealish. If you don't have Jack Grealish, I think he'd be number 1 on that list. If you had a little bit of funds to go up. My bench is disgusting. Yeah. My bench looked like me in high school. Nasty. I got Kilman on my bench. I mean, it doesn't matter because Basuma is going to be the only one who gets any playing time, it seems, at this moment. So next week I'll have a lot of funds to be able to throw around him to upgrade my bench. So next week my bench will look a lot better. Please ask me again next week, or on Friday whenever I stream next. Thursday whenever I don't know when I'm streaming next. James, from next week onwards, we will know if Ryan Fredericks or Ben Johnson will play for West Ham with Masuaku out for a while. That is a great shout there, James. I'll definitely have my eye on the West Ham match, just for that, specifically for that. Well, not just for that reason alone, but I will definitely have an eye on that for sure. Because at 4.2 with West Ham's fixtures moving forward, ooh, that could be a good shout. Hey Don, can you rate my team? Are you having a laugh? That's a great name, man. Yeah, absolutely. I'm assuming you're in Donatello's Mini League. I know you is. Are you? Don't see here. I don't see you there. Welcome, Arlo, to the Donatello's Mini League. Donatello's Mini League in the description below. I got to make my transfer here in a minute. Let's see how much cash you got in the bank. You have 2.4, so you got a lot of cash to float around in the bank. Your bench, you got Van Aanholt, so you have a good player on your bench. As far as your squad, Sufal, I love. McCarthy, great player. Sufal, I like. Chilwell, love. James Justin, I still think you could hold around for a little bit longer. Maybe get rid of him here in the future with that cash. You could upgrade him, but for now, maybe I'd keep him. KDB, obviously, I love. I would captain KDB this week. Solomon Fernandez, you have an Orion's belt of ballers right now in your midfield. Your middy's looking good. Wilson, I like. Bamford, I like. So if I were you, I would spend that money on Barnes. I would probably get rid of Barnes. I'm just not the biggest Harvey Barnes fan. I wasn't on the beginning of the season. I was on that train, but he's too inconsistent for me to have in my squad. I would look to get rid of him. You could go with unless you just brought him in. Then, well, for me, I'd probably drop down to like Jared Bowen, or you already had Jack Grealish. You could upgrade. I don't know if you could. I don't think you'd have upgrade. You don't have enough funds to get to Son, would you? Because he is 6.8, and you have 2.4 in the bank, and that would give you I would give you 9.2. You wouldn't have enough. Yeah, I mean, maybe you could. No, I wouldn't do that either. Yeah, I'd probably look to get rid of Harvey Barnes. Now, there's a lot of options you could do. Like I said, Jared Bowen, Rafinha. You could go NATO Potence. You could upgrade to Mahrez if you really want to do that. He's more nailed on than we think. But yeah, that's probably what I would do. I would look to get rid of Harvey Barnes. He's too inconsistent for me. You could even go Madison. You could go Madison, stay on Leicester. So as far as rating your squad, I think it's a nice squad. I think it's a nice squad. Dan Clark, don't know what to do. Baby with you, 'cause you're my addiction. Neo, don't know what to do. If that was my squad, I'd probably get rid of Harvey Barnes. Start Wilson or Son. If Spurs are going to score this week, it's probably going to be on the counter, so Son's probably the logical option there. It would be so hard for me not to start Son. You must have such a nice squad, because Wilson is playing Leeds, and Leeds are very, very vulnerable on defensive wise. They give up a lot of shots in the box. I think I would probably twist my arm, force me to make a decision. I'd probably still start Son. I just think he gives you the better opportunity. But I see the dilemma there, and then starting Wilson, I just don't have the guts to start Wilson. That's all I'm going to say. Is Bowen a good option after this game week? I think so. I think Bowen is an option. I think Bowen's a good option for a long time. You look at their schedule they have moving forward, and you have... I got to make this transfer here, right? After this comment, actually, I got to catch up on a few more, then I'll make the move. So they have Chelsea next week, which obviously is tough. Then they have Brighton, Southampton, Everton, West Brom, and Burnley. So I think Bowen is a good option for quite some time. Knock on wood. Rosendo says, on the Arsenal match as a soccer fan, I'm going to sit down and expect Theo Walcott a hat trick. That would be awesome. Oh, yeah. Let's go, Walcott. Sometimes you got to take your FPL hat off and enjoy and put on your football hat and just really enjoy the game. People, who would you start? All right, this one's for the chat. Who would you start? Son against Liverpool, Skadoosh, or Adams against Arsenal? We're getting a lot of people thinking about benching Son, so let's leave it up to the community here. Would you start Son against Liverpool or Adams against Arsenal? I'd probably start Son against Liverpool. I agree with Dan Clark there. Wilson or Son? Yeah, I think I answered that one. I was just late to the question. Cheers for the input. Yeah, no worries. Hopefully it helps. I know that's a very tough call. Very tough call. I mean, if you were playing fixtures, I think Wilson's probably more likely to get an attacking return, but it's hard for me to drop someone as hot as Sun has been. As hot as the sun. There's a good joke in there somewhere. Let's see. Gary Hendricks can't be as bad as my bench. I don't know, man. My bench, all I got is Basuma playing. I'll have about 2 points on my bench week in, week out. You still look like you're. Yeah. Now that I got some gray hairs in my beard, yeah, for sure. Oh, that's great. That is great. Agnes says, who would I start? Shea Adams, James Justin, or Chilwell? I would start Chilwell for sure. Wolverhampton's attack is very they're struggling. Wolverhampton's attack is struggling. I could see a Chelsea clean sheet in that, but I would probably go Chilwell, Shea Adams, James Justin in that order. Let's see. Sedant says, how long will Antonio be out, and who should I bring in? Antonio will be out for, I don't know how much longer. It's kind of just up in the air. No one really knows from what I've been reading. I think that he is, if you were to bring, who do you bring in? I would like to know who's on your squad, who's struggling. If you're looking at cheap attackers, Bamford would be the first option I would say to go for. Lascelles is out for Newcastle, by the way. Oh yeah, he's been yeah. So I just jumped onto Twitter to make sure I'm not missing anything. Let's see. Hear me now, hey, can you hear me now? No Lampy news still. Come on, someone leak some news. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know how long Antonio will be out for. So as far as bringing in, I'd probably pick Bamford first if you're looking at a budget attacker. I think Bamford and Wilson would probably be my top two. I'd probably say Ollie Watkins third and Shea Adams fourth, but I think all four of them are fantastic options. My bench, Salah, Kilman, and Ward-Prowse. No way you're benching Mo Salah. Are you for real benching Mo Salah this week? Ooh, that takes some guts, my friend. That's gonna be such a good game to watch. Wilson or Son, who to start? Oh yeah, I answered that one. My drop Son. I dropped Son a couple weeks ago too. His underlying stats aren't backing up for how productive he's been, but he's still Son. He only needs one shot and he'll get 9 points. How can I share my squad? It's a little mad. So you can either drop your number, drop your ID number, and I could throw it in, or you could just type it into the chat and I could look at it. Let's see. Awesome, Don. I didn't see the Barnes to Son. We'll hold the transfer and do Barnes, Van Aanholt to Son plus cheaper defender. I like that move a lot. Yeah, you could go because Van Aanholt's like 5.4, right? I think something like that. I think that's a shout. Barnes to Son. I think that's a really good option next week because you look at. I mean, look at that. Leicester's pretty tough. Wolverhampton have a tough defense, but not enough for me to not have Son in my squad if I was looking at getting rid of Harvey Barnes. I like that move. I really like that move. You could go like Charlie Taylor. Charlie Taylor's 4-4 as a defender, and he has a really good run of fixtures. Burnley do here in a while, or not a really good, but a good run of fixtures. And he's 4-4, and Burnley are playing well defensively, so that's probably what I would do. Drop Van Aanholt, bring in Taylor, and switch to Son. Harvey Barnes to Son. Agnes says, someone tell me ASAP who to start. Chilwell or Shea Adams, Chilwell, Justin. Chilwell. Start Chilwell. Thank you for the comment. Yeah, Alex, I agree, son. Pistano. I captained Wilson last week, and well, you know what happened. Don't want him to punish me if I bench him. Yeah, that is the tough thing, huh? Because he's their dude. He's gonna be on penalties, and Joe Linton looks good right now. So I actually like starting Wilson this week. I think he's a good shout this week to start. So I'm not against starting him. It's just hard for me to bench Son. Period. But I get it. Wilson has a really good fixture at home, on the road. I think Wilson could be in for a nice day. Grealish or Ings captain? Joe Archer, that is tough. I haven't enough research on Danny Ings right now to really feel comfortable answering this question, but I'll answer it anyway. I will captain. I will captain Danny Ings. but that one hurts. I haven't done enough research to really to give a better output, but as far as right now, I'm going to say Danny Ings. Sorry, Shea Adams or James Justin to start. Or, GG, so you think Stardoms will, or do you think start Adams over Justin? So, in my opinion, I'd probably start Shea Adams over James Justin. I would start Shea Adams over James Justin. That DCL guy could score against at any given time. So I think Everton are decent, even without James and Digne. I'd probably start Shea Adams. But that is a very tough call. Captain KDB or Bruno just joined. Yeah, so I if it were me, I'm captaining KDB. I think KDB is the best option out there. KDB has an expected goal over his past 5 games of like 3.4, so it's a pretty good rate. He's West Brom are averaging like 2.2 expected goals against them against top 10 teams. So they're very poor defensively. West Brom. KDB is on fire. I think for me, long story short, I'd captain KDB. Now, can Bruno go off and outscore KDB? Of course he can, but I think KDB gives you the best likelihood of hauling over Bruno personally. Gotham says, I hope I said your name right. Yes, Lamptey, Justin, or Robbo. Who to start this week? It would be so hard for me to not to bet. I think Robbo has to start. I know he's playing against Tottenham, but Tottenham really like to park the bus against big sides, so I expect Liverpool to have like 70% possession, and I could see a 0-0 draw in that match. It would just be so hard for me to bench Robbo. I think for me, in order to be Robbo, Lamptey, James Justin. Now, James Justin could come away with a clean sheet. I think you have 3 really good options there, but if I was in your shoes, I'd start Robbo, Lamptey, then Justin. Arya Man says, I have Robbo, Diaz, Target, and Bednarek starting for me. I think it's good enough. That is a very solid back line, especially this week. I like Target a lot this week. Diaz a lot this week. Robbo has a tough match for sure. Bednarek has a good one for him. So I think that's a really good back line this week. How are Dakova Reed stats? Shall we check? I'll check his basic stats because I don't know how much you want to go into like his deeper underlying stats. Why'd I go? Where are you at? Yeah, you said Dakota Reed, right? Yeah. 2 shots. So I kind of ignore City Leicester because, again, that's tough matches. So he's averaging about 2.5 shots per game. If we want to go into some deeper stats. Why did I spell his name right? That's his name, right? Is he not? What's his first name? Come on, son. Bobby. All right, I got to make my transfer here in a second. Bobby Reed. Shout out Jamaica. Shout out Jamaica one time. Jerk chicken is the most underrated food of all time. Let's see. He's got 0.3 non-expected goal involvement, 0.52 of actual goal involvement per 90. He's averaging 1.7 shots per game over the season, so not necessarily the best. So just quick stats. It doesn't look the best, but Fulham are doing a lot better recently. Fulham look pretty good recently. Sorry, I'm getting behind on comments. I got to catch up. So that's what the Dakota Reeves stats look like. Kobe, what's good? Just got back from work. Woof, I'm just about to go to work. Work. Shout out Rihanna. Welcome, Kobe, to the stream. Gotham says, this is my team. Let me go see if I can find it. Can you take it? Are you in the Donatello's mini league? All right, I got to get through a lot of these questions real quick because I know the deadline's really approaching us quickly. Are you in the Donatello's mini league? Gotham, can you take it? Ooh, even Jason's in 26th place. Nice. I don't see your team on here, so I don't know if you're in the Donatello's mini league, so I can't find you. Let's see. Get Bowen right now before you forget. Thank you, Wilbur. Give me 1 second, everybody, as I transfer in Bowen into my squad, and then I'll get to your guys' questions. I'll speed through these really quick because I know the deadline's approaching us, but I got to get rid of Jota real quick and bring in Bowen. So Bowen is in. Make transfer. Jota out. Bowen in. Confirm transfers. Boom. Pick team. Bowen is in. Basuma first bench. Fernandez captain. I'm probably going to go my vice captaincy on Grealish. Whatever. It is what it is. Should I change my vice captain? Should I put it on Salah just to be safe? Whatever. All right. Let's get to some people's questions now. Thank you so much, Wilbur, for that. Wilson didn't even have a shot in the last game versus West Brom. I did not know that. I haven't looked into Wilson because he's not on my radar, but that is huge. All right, Lookman for Susek this week only. I think that's a good shout. I think Lookman is a good shout. I think he's a really good player. Bruno is a penalty taker, and he's against Sheffield United. Yeah, Bruno is dope. I think he's in for a good week this week, hopefully, knock on wood. And his away form is phenomenal. Thoughts on Son and Jota out for Fernandez and Lookman? I like it. Because you're probably going to captain Bruno from that. I don't know if necessarily Lookman is one that I would want. In my opinion, I don't know if Lookman is someone I would want on my squad in the long run. But in the short term, I think it's all right. Taking out Son would be hard, but I like bringing in Bruno Fernandes. Ryan Sufal, Robbo, Lewis, Mahrez, Grealish, Bruno, KDB, Bamford, DCL, Wilson. Now the question is, I have KDBP and Son on my bench. Your thoughts? Ooh, you got a strong team. I would put in Walker Peters over Lewis. I think Lewis is probably going to get Leeds are so good attacking. I would take out Lewis. I'd put in Walker Peters. I would Bamford, TCL, Wilson. I think that's a good front line. Grealish, Bruno, KDB, and Mahrez. Yeah, I think that's all right. I think that's fine. I know putting Son on the bench sucks, but if you're playing fixtures, I think it's a good shout. It would be so hard for me to bench Son, but I like the players you have playing. Let's see. Check out my team ID number. Yes. All right, let me speed through these quickly. Let's see. 3193567. Is this you? All hail King Kai. Sick. What a great name. If this is you, you have 1.4 in the bank. This is what the squad looks like. Taylor I like a lot for your 4.4 bench player. You got to get rid of Jota. I would bring in Bowen. That's what I did. I brought in Bowen for Jota. But you could bring in Rafinha. I think Rafinha is a good shout. NATO Potence, they're also good. Barkley, if he's healthy, but he's not healthy yet. That's my order I would do to bring in Jota. He'd be a good Bowen would be a nice placement, so you don't have to start one of your defenders. I like your defenders, Cancelo and James. You have two solid defenders. And if Cancelo doesn't play, you have Taylor coming in for him. James Justin, I still think is a good option for the time being. I think it's really a shout. But for me, I would get rid of Jota, 1.4 mil in the bank. I would drop down to Bowen, give me about 2 mil in the bank that you could throw around your team for the rest of your season. Whew, we're speeding through these. Adam, bench one of Lamptey, Dallas, and Adams. I'm benching Dallas. And it's going to hurt me to do it, but I'm doing it. I would bench Dallas. If I didn't want to bench Dallas, I would bench Shea Adams. I would definitely start Lamptey. Hey, Kobe, Son captain. Ooh, Son captain is definitely a brave move. But hey, sometimes it pays off, right? Someone's got to get 3 points in that match. Someone's going to get 3 points. Wow, I'm not in the mini league yet. There's always time, Venway the machine. Link to my fantasy league it's in the description below, but if you want to see the actual code to save you some time, it is P8XY2K right there. Good choice, Don. Thank you, Alex. I think I was leaning on Mahrez all week, but the more I did research on Bowen, the more film I watched, I really like him as a player, so hopefully. I went with Benrahma, Kobe. Yeah. I think that's a good shout. Ajuma Vids is in the video description. Yes, thank you. Size 11 just joined your squad. Yes. I will check it out. Where are we at? Size 11. Got them side. Go to Gameweek 12. 54 points. All right, you have 1 mil in the bank. 1 mil in the bank. You got Son, Zaha. I still think Zaha's a good shout. If you have him, I would keep him. Lamptey on the bench. You have a really strong bench. Vestergaard, I would start him. Robbo, I'd start him. Dallas, maybe I wouldn't start Dallas. I'd put in Lamptey over Dallas. Bruno, Son, I would captain Bruno. Love your. I think your squad is dope. If anything, I'd probably roll a transfer and try to get in. I'd probably try to bring in one, like maybe Reece James. You could probably bring in Reece James for James Justin or Dallas if you would really like, and then you would start Reece James instead of Dallas. Maybe that's the move I would do. But I think your squad is dope, man. You got a really good squad. OPS on Mara is starting tonight. Is he starting? No. Is that for real news? Let me see. Let me check Twitter, see if anything's happened. I haven't seen anything happening. If he starts, he's probably gonna haul. And it's gonna hurt me knowing that I could have brought him in instead of Bowen. Is what it is. But I don't. Yeah, that pep roulette is annoying, isn't it? Thoughts on my back four: Chilwell, Reece James. Thoughts on my back four: Chilwell, Reece James, KWP, Target. Big fan of your back line. I would look to move Target here in the future after their fixtures flip. Because you have 3 really tough fixtures in a row. But for now, I like it. I think it's solid. I personally have a similar one. I'm looking at maybe moving Chilwell out in the future, but that's not for a while. Let's see. Going for KDB captain over Bruno. Hope I don't regret it. Yeah, hopefully it pays off for you, Ronan. Hopefully it pays off. What a great name, too. I have just joined your fantasy league under the name. I don't even know how to say that. I'll try to do this fast. We're really running out of time. Is Balbuena nailed on? I have no idea if he's nailed on or not. Let's see. Your name is right there. You have... Oop, I got to go to your game week first. Game week 12. Game week 12, please. Have a dilemma. Can't decide KDB or Captain Bruno. I would personally captain KDB over Bruno. You have $1 million in the bank. I think that he just gives a better odds at getting a higher return. So obviously you got to get rid of Bellerin. You could bring in DS for Bellerin with the kind of cash that you have. I would captain Bruno Fernandes this week if I were you. I would start Bamford instead of Ward-Prowse personally. Oh, no, I would start Bamford over... Maybe you don't get rid of Bellerin because you could go Chilwell, Vestergaard, James. I think that's a great shout right there, your front or your back line. Maybe you don't have to bring in DS. So you can start Bamford instead. So if it were me, I'd probably look to get... I think that's a good squad. Roll transfer, or I would get rid of Bellerin, maybe drop him down to Charlie Taylor and save you some cash for the future, and you'd be able to save like 0.7 or whatnot. That's what I would go with. Let's see. I have just joined your league. I checked that. Why do you have any Man City players? The only Man City player I want is KDB. I was gonna bring in Mahrez, but I went with Bowen instead. But the only Man City player I would want is either DS or KDB. Next week I'll have a City player in. It just sucks. If Lamptey was out, I'd probably bring in DS for Lamptey, but I'm not taking -4 to take out Lamptey. But yeah, it definitely sucks not having a City player. It's gonna hurt. Have a dilemma to decide. Yeah, talk that one. Brought Bowen and Mopé in for Brewster and Jota. I think that's a good move. I'm not necessarily the biggest Mopé fan, but I get it. My team is a new entry. Is Boris Siko last? Oh man, I gotta really blaze through. Just blaze. Your name, what was it? Boris Siko last. Prince Juma. Game week 12. You have 0.2 in the bank. Not much funds to throw around. You got to get rid of Jota. I would bring in Bowen for Jota. Obviously, as I did. Maybe if you're, Decorda Reeve, great shout. Great goal, too, by the way. Great goal. Bellerin, you got to move Bellerin because Kilman's not going to start. You have Charlie Taylor coming in, so I'm not necessarily worried about that. Bellerin, you can move him. Jota, you can move in Bowen. You can bring in, you get another Fulham player in, or not Fulham, you get a Leeds player in Rafinha. I think Rafinha is a great option. NATO or Podence. If you want to bring out Bellerin, you can upgrade Bellerin to like Reece James. But I think you have a really good side. I would captain Bruno. Jake Jones, okay, so yeah, Balbuena's nailed on. Let's see, I'm going to go KDB, Kobe, Kufal, Nervous. Yeah. Is it worth maybe starting Click over one of my bench defenders over Salah? No, I would start Salah. You never know. You never know with Salah. You could get an attacking return, anything could happen, but that's my opinion. I like where your head's at, though. Grealish is a captaincy option. I think Grealish is a sneaky captaincy option this week against Burnley. I do like it as a captaincy option. In fact, he's probably going to have my vice captain option as I go, boom, make him my vice captain. Maybach music. I'm trying to burn through these. I think Grealish is a good captaincy option this week. I'm going with King Bruno. I like it a lot. Can you join multiple mini leagues? You can join as many mini leagues as you like. I don't know if there's a limit to how many you can join, but I could be wrong. But you can join a lot. Grealish is a captain. I like Grealish as a captain. I do like it. Thanks for the answer, bro. No worries. I do my best. Should I start McCarthy or Ryan? Oof. I would start McCarthy. Yeesh, that's tough. I I just don't like Matt Ryan. I think Fulham are pretty good, but Arsenal have a bum yank, so I think the odds favor Matt Ryan this week. Walker Peters versus Arsenal or Soufal versus Crystal Palace. I would start Walker Peters versus Arsenal, but I get the dilemma. Soufal, maybe Soufal. I would go Soufal, play it safe. Aubameyang's a very good player. All right, thank you a lot. No worries, Venway. 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left to get in your last options. If anyone sees any problem with my team, I haven't been looking at it, please let me know and I'll fix it. 3 minutes left. Subscribe to your channel. I appreciate that a lot. Man. I liked it so much. Thank you so much. I'm usually not this stressed out and going too fast, but but I got to do what I got to do. Let's see. Basuma in, Bowen, captain on Bruno Fernandes, Basuma, Kilman, Stroik. Go through. Am I still streaming after the deadline? You talk about in like a minute or two. I'll probably still go for a little while so we can just have a little chat and kind of wind down. Best of luck to everybody. It's 8:30. Deadline is in 1 minute. Get your last transfer rating. Make sure your captaincy is on the person you would like it to be. And best of luck to everybody. I will still be streaming after this. After the clock strikes 8:30. Let's see. We have 1 more minute. 1 more minute to get in the last anything. What's your bench? My bench is terrible. I got Basuma playing. He's the only player who will play this. Who will probably play this week. Kilman has looked like he's lost his spot, and Stroik is not playing at all. It's funny how he can score in his own net, but in his own oppositions. Yeah. Sometimes you just have to see the ball hit the back of the net for you to score. It doesn't matter whose net it is. Sometimes you just got to see it. Confusing starting Lamptey, Justin. Oh, ran out of time. I would start Lamptey, I would start Robbo, and I would start Dallas. In that order. Do I think Mars will play or will rotation kick in? I never know. I think he only played 62 minutes this last weekend. So if I had to bet, I think he still plays this weekend. But I guess we're locked in, so I don't have to speed through these. All right. No room for racism. All right, so we're locked in. I can breathe. Woo! That was my first ever transfer deadline stream. Thanks everyone for showing up. Let's just I guess we could sit back, talk for a little bit before I got to go to work, and just enjoy life for a wee bit before the game. If I had to pick between Mahrez, also thanks everyone for showing up and being active. Hopefully I did my best job answering some questions. I guess I could go. Alex, are you still here? We could go look at Ben Rama now. Yeah, if I had to pick, I think Mahrez does start this week, just simply because he only played 62 minutes. He came off early, and he started like 9 out of the last 10 matches. So I think he does start. For someone who picked Bowen instead of Mahrez, I kind of hope he doesn't start because I'm super nervous about it. Are you sure Salah against Spurs is the best option? I am not sure. Spurs sit back and defend tight. Yeah, they really are so disciplined defending when they park the bus. It's hard to get anything into that 18. But I think that Robbo and Mane will do a pretty good job bouncing the ball back and forth between each other and creating some holes for Robbo to send in a few crosses. And I could see Salah getting a couple good looks from a couple Robbo crosses this weekend. It's just one of those weeks as someone who owns Salah and Harry Kane. I'm not expecting 2 points, but I wouldn't be surprised if both of them blank. Someone's got to get 3 points. Let's see, locked in. Everyone's locked in. I hope everyone does well, man. I got a lot of adrenaline rushing, man. Hopefully everyone has a good week or a good midweek. Good game week this midweek. Man, why can't I say that? We're locked in. Yeah, Spurs back. Bench Vestergaard and Justin. Yeah, I'm sorry I got that one late. I assumed we were already locked in. I would bench James Justin, start Vestergaard personally, but I don't know why I have this thing against James Justin. I think it's just because he's playing against Everton that makes me nervous. More confident in Bruno this game week than KDB. I'm more confident in KDB, but maybe that's because I don't own him. Gotham says, thank you so much for helping. I started Robbo, Lamptey, and Dallas as first sub. Hopefully that pays off. I really hope it pays off. I mean, in FPL, you never know what's going to happen, right? You can have, we saw Aston Villa throw up like 7-2 against Liverpool, so anything can happen. I just like playing the odds, and I'm not the best at FPL, but I do my best to help out, and just hopefully it pays off. All right, guys, good luck, everyone, and good luck to you too. Pray for a cracker of a week, and thanks a lot. Hey, I appreciate that. I'm not the best at giving FPL advice, but I just try to make it a fun time and do what I can. It was between Mars and Vardy captaincy. For me, it says Raging Socks, and I went with Vardy in the end. Chicken out for the rotation risk. You know what's funny is, as far as the stats go, look at Mars' stats over the last few games. This is what really made me go with Bowen instead of him. Even with other than the fact that I could really use that money in other parts of my squad. And the fact that Jared Bowen looks really good. Look at Mars' game weeks. He had one really good week against Burnley, where he got his hat trick. He had 5 shots and 6 attempted assists. Against United, 1 shot, 1 attempted assist. Fulham, so he's getting a good amount of attempted assists, but look at that, 1 shot, 5 shots, 1 shot, 2 shots. That's not necessarily something that I would like from Mars. I would expect more from him. But he's the kind of guy that any given game we could go off. I am in 13 mini leagues. Woo! Oh, that is incredible. Yeah, that's. I hope you win all 13. That'd be something else, man. Woo! Am I a Barca fan? I am a Barca fan. Yeah, I'm a big Barca fan. Being a Barca fan these last few years means that I am broken inside, and I cry whenever my Champions League draw happens. Yeah, I am a Barca fan. A nice KDB captain return will start my week off great. Yeah, he's got a game today. I've never been more excited to go to work. I've never been more excited to go for work so I don't have to watch that Man City match. Ugh. That's so hard because as a fan of football, I'm a huge KDB fan. But with FPL going, it's hard to. But at the same time, I'm also trying to tell myself that I could only worry about what you can control. The fact that I don't have KDB, there's nothing I can do about it. Let me just enjoy the game and not worry about FPL. A lot easier said than done, though. Let's see. All my defense playing tonight: Zuma, Diaz, Chilwell, hopefully clean sheet. All your defense playing in one night. Woo! Oh, that is nerve-wracking, man. That is nerve-wracking. Watch Wolverhampton win 3-0. That would just... what a start to the week that would be. But you have a really solid defense, man. Really solid defense, Alex. Rosendo says, Don, I'm waiting for OneFootball to sponsor you to download the app. I am waiting for OneFootball to sponsor me as well. I'm actually waiting for Fenty. I keep DMing Rihanna telling her that I'd gladly sponsor Fenty on this channel, but she hasn't hit me back up yet. OneFootball seems to be sponsoring every FPL content creator, huh? It seems like that's always the case, isn't it? Made the transfer Ward-Prowse to Grealish, hoping it pays off. I like that move a lot, Sana. I think that move is great. I know it's tough because Ward-Prowse is so good on set pieces. But I'm just a big Jack Grealish fan, so hopefully it pays off too. If it doesn't pay off this week, hopefully it pays off in the long run. Gotham says, bye, bro. Thanks a lot. I am from India. It's 10 p.m. now. That is very late. Thank you so much for joining the channel. Also, shout out India one time, man. Shout out India one time. My favorite professor, one of my top 3 professors I've ever had in my whole life, is from India. She changed how I looked at school and how I attempted studying. So, yeah, big fan of her. Just on a side note, yeah, shout out India one time, man. Shout out curry too. I love Indian curry. Top 2 food all time. Top 2 food all time. Also, thank you for showing up. I appreciate that. And have a good night's rest. And hopefully wake up to some green arrows. Kobe says my team is Martinez, Chilwell, James. KWP, Target, Grealish, Bruno, KDB, DCL, Kane, Ings. Oh, bench is Johnstone, Susek, JDWP, Sufal. Kobe, that is a great lineup, man. What a ball and lineup. I'm so jealous you have Danny Ings. Oh, I'm so jealous. So jealous. Remember the gambling story I told you? I do remember that, yeah. Terrible gambling story. Do you have an update on that? Is that why you brought that up? Yeah, I remember that. Pronom says, what's your reaction after the 8-2 against Bayern? Yeah. That 8-2 oh. There have not been many worse moments in my sporting career. Camera went off. other than when I was actually playing sports, so like when I was as a spectator, that's got to be up there with one of the worst moments of my life as a fan. I turned off Twitter, Instagram. I blocked text on my phone for days, knowing that people were gonna be like, "Oh, you ate to see it," and it's a good joke, and it does suck. But I just remember drinking a lot. Yeah, that was terrible. The worst part about it, the cherry on top was the fact that Felipe Coutinho scored 2 goals he scored in that game right at the end, and that was just like unreal. I'll tell you what. You know what's crazy is I actually, just 2 seasons in a row. Before that, it was a Liverpool match. And I just remember I was at the bar with my friends for that Liverpool Bayern or Barcelona match, and that was just terrible, man. Yeah, but Bayern is a great squad, so shout out to Bayern. Bro, do we have any other fantasy other than FPL? Any La Liga fantasy? I don't play any other fantasy strictly because I don't know why I haven't played any other fantasy. I would love to play La Liga fantasy or like Bundesliga fantasy. I just haven't. This is only my second year playing FPL, and so I don't have any other soccer that I play. I play fantasy American football. I play fantasy basketball, baseball, but I've never played any other soccer or football fantasy. I would like to do Bundesliga. I don't know enough about it, but they got some Americans in there I would like to captain in my team every week. I would love to do La Liga fantasy. That would be sweet though. Sell me on Bowen, please. I've been considering him, but need owners to give me that extra push. Well, the deadline is passed, so if you want to let's look at some stats real quick now that we can. Can't fight this war in me. Let me go back. Back in the days when I was a teenager, before I had status. Look at his shots. His shots over the last 5 game weeks after he played City and Liverpool. 4.4253, so he's averaging about 4 shots per game over his last 5. His expected goals involvement per game is about 0.3, 0.4. Probably about 0.35 expected goals per 90. His attempted assists, he's getting about 0.25. So his expected assists over his past few games have been about 0.6. Or his past 5, something like that. If we go to... let's go to some key stats here. Let's start with standard stats. Remember, West Ham had a really tough run of fixtures, so non-penalty expected goal. Bowen is he has 39th best expected goal involvement behind Danny Ings, Sterling, Torres, and ahead of guys like, well, I guess not too many big names he's ahead of, but not necessarily the best non-penalty expected goal involvement, but he started off slow. He's getting really going now. As far as shots per 90, let's see his shooting. His shooting is shots per 90. Let's go to Bowen. Bowen is 25th. He's only averaging 0.03 shots less per 90 than Riyad Mahrez. Only like 0.1 less than Jack Grealish. So he's getting a lot of shots off. He's creating a lot for his teammates. He's on corners now. I'm just a big. I'm a fan of him, and he has a good run of fixtures here for the next while. I don't want to convince you of him, but you know what I mean. But I think he's a good player. Look at this. Where are we at? Yeah, look at that. So about 4 shots over his past 5 games. Over his past 5 games, he's getting about 3 attempted assists per. He has a lot of good players around him. West Ham create, I think, the 6th most shots per 90 in the Prem. They have a really good run of, and that was with a tough run of fixtures to start the season. And West Ham are good. They're in 6th place for a reason. And Bowen's a big part of that. When Antonio comes back, it just gives him an extra person to play. So watch him this weekend, see what he likes. Still got $2 million in the bank, Kobe. That is incredible. That is incredible. Tom, what's up, baby? What it do? Yeah, what's up, Tom Pierce? Welcome to the chat, man. He's not doing well. I feel like I missed something, huh? Yeah, did not miss anything. I thought I saw. Yeah, I did see a corners taken quickly joke. You know what's funny? I'm sure when you were walking, you take corners slowly. Yeah, you know what's funny is I didn't actually know that was a phrase because I was at a bar. It was too loud, and I didn't know corner taken quickly until like 3 or 4 days later when I saw it all over my Twitter. So, or my personal Twitter. So I didn't know that was a thing. So that corner taken quickly didn't even haunt me until 4 days later. I didn't even hear it live, and then now to this day it haunts me. And the worst thing is, you'll still to this day you'll watch a Barcelona match and you'll see a team get a corner, and you'll still see half the team turn their back and walk back like nothing's happening. They play at such a slow pace. They have no energy behind them. They'll still turn their backs on corners. So they still get bit from time to time on that. Unreal. Oh man. Yeah, Kobe started late. He started game week 3, so that definitely a disadvantage because you're missing. That's like 150 points. You're behind the average right there. Tough to catch up on. Tom, my team is Martinez, Cancelo, Sufal, James, KDB captain. Mara is Grealish, Salah, Shea Adams, Kane, DCL. Stack squad there, Tom. Stack squad. Let's see. FPL Rafiki, FPL channel in the chat. Y'all know what to do. Check them out. See if you like them. Game Week 3 deadline is up. Yeah, Game Week 13 deadline is up. Officially over, and I got to start thinking about what I'm doing for Game Week 14 already, because that's kind of how yeah. Yeah, I hope everyone has good luck in this Game Week 13. Yeah, that corner taken quickly. Still to this day, man. And the worst thing about it is, no matter what, until Barcelona are able to do something in Champions League, the ultimate burn is anytime I say anything about Barcelona, all someone has to say is corner taken quickly or 8-2, and I'm suddenly put in my place, and I have no more banter. What do I say after that? You know what I mean? And at the same time, Barcelona just looks so rough. The fact that we play PSG in Champions League scares me, man. Scares me. I know we could have gotten Bayern, and that would have been rough too, but man. Even in La Liga, we look at La Liga. Barcelona are in 8th place. We're not even. We might not even make Champions League. We might not make Champions League this year. Barcelona. With Messi. Unreal. Bye-bye, Mr. Messi guy. Have fun at Man City. All right. Hopefully a massive green arrow for you this week. I hope everyone here gets a green arrow. I hope so. Tom says, Bundesliga Fantasy Captain Louis ever. Yeah. Seriously, I don't think I would ever not captain Lewandowski. Ever. Maybe like Gio Reyna or... actually, Haaland would be a good captain, too. Haaland would be a good captain. I'm actually curious. Is there a website? I want to see how much. Do you guys care if I go look at Bundesliga Fantasy right now and see what it is? Game week 18 and 19 are the worry weeks. Oh yeah. With blank game weeks and double game weeks being around that time. So Venway, yeah, good luck to you too, Venway. Good luck to you too. Thanks for showing up on the chat. I really appreciate it. A lot of number of game weeks in game week 15. Only 5 games. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, that game week 18 is gonna be nerve wracking. Do you guys care? I'm gonna go look at some Bundesliga fantasy real quick if you don't mind. Since we can wrap this up here if you want. Wrap it up in a little bit. Any last questions? I know the deadline passed, so there's not much to talk about until games start. And Chelsea's side won't be announced here for a little bit. I don't want to sign up. I just want to see what. I want to see how many. I just want to see how many points. I want to see how many points Haaland and whatnot have. I have to sign up. Dang. Never mind then. I'll go back to FPL. I'd have to sign up. Or I don't think I could see their. I don't think I could see everyone's. Yeah, I don't think I could see everyone's scores they posted this week unless I sign up. Win great prizes, yeah. I want to go to a Dortmund game so bad in the future. Yeah, I don't know if I can see their points until I sign in, which I'll do after the stream. Let's see. Gotta go. Thanks for showing up, Alex, and thank you for being active. That really means a lot, man. I just love seeing you here on the chats too. So appreciate it, and good luck to you this week. Let's see. Rafiki says, thanks for the shout out. Keep up the great work with your channel. All the best, and wish you all green arrows. I hope so too. I think I checked out your video last week. I liked your stuff, man. FPL Rafiki. Let me just double check. I love the name, first off. FPL Rafiki. I think I subscribed to you on my burner account. Yeah, FPL Rafiki, 19 subscribers. So we got to support our new YouTubers. Camera went off. We got to support our new YouTubers. It's really hard to get views right off the bat. You put a lot of work and a lot of effort into these videos. He's only started a month ago, so he's brand new. It's really hard to get views when you just start. There's so much competition. Check him out if you like him. Subscribe if not. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But I love that. I love that name. Such a good name. Louis better be 16 million. I know, right? I kind of want to. I'm gonna do it on my phone. So I'm gonna sign up on my phone so you guys don't have to see my my passwords or nothing. Let's see. Kane and Bowen or Fernandez and cheap forward. Bit late. Yeah. If you're looking at Gameweek 13, I think Kane plays. I guess I could wouldn't. It would show me a blank screen, so I can't leave this. He has Leicester next week, yeah. In the words of Wreck-It Ralph, Godoy. Godoy, Sean. Yeah, I think for me, if I had to choose, I'd probably pick. That's such a tough call. I don't want anything to do with that. I don't want anything to do with that question. That is way too tough. Yeah, that's way too tough. I probably. Fernandez and Bamford probably be the route that I choose, but man, that's way too tough. Blessings from Roatan, everybody. Thank you so much. Hopefully the green arrows for you too, Rosendo. Appreciate you showing up to the stream. I really do. Don, thanks again, man. Love the not so white guy white guy vibe. Yeah, I appreciate that. You know what I mean? I just at the end of the day, I just try to make you guys smile, try to make you guys laugh and whatnot, and just have a good time. And try to see if I can go on to. Oh, are you also Roatan? Are you from Honduras, by the way? Rosendo. ¿Cómo te Honduras, yeah? ¿Sí? Mi amigo mayor is it Casa? No, it's not Casa. It's mi amigo mayor Iris de Honduras. Moved to California when he was 10 years old. Usually I try to speak Spanish with him when he's around, but due to COVID, we haven't really talked that much other than just text Barcelona. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Rosendo. I just looked at yeah, my best friend is from Honduras. He moved here when he was like 10 years old. Incredible soccer player, incredible football player. Whoa. I'm looking at it right now. Roatan has some beautiful beaches. Unreal. Unas playas bonitas. Yeah, that is nice. That is a nice beach. Oof, crystal clear water there. Yeah, best of luck this week, everybody. How many points did I get this week, Brian? I ended up with 57 points. 57 points. My captaincy call on Kane paid off, luckily. So, yeah. I ended up with 57. 3:50 a.m. here in Australia. Oof. You're staying up all night, Joshua. Dang. I don't even know if I can stay up till 3:50 anymore. I mean, normally if I just because of COVID, I don't know if I can stay up till 3:50 anymore. I'm too old. Got gray in my beard now. FPL Penguin, another FPL channel who just hit 1,000 subs. FPL Penguin just hit 1,000 subs. So awesome for him, man. So happy for him. Well deserved. I like your captaincy pick. Thank you so much. KDB for me this week, but I do have Bruno on my team. Yeah, if I had both, I would for sure pick KDB, but I don't. So I think for me it was an easy choice. But yeah, I would have picked KDB too. I like that a lot. Don, am I a fan of Kid Cudi? Big fan of Kid Cudi. Especially his old. I mean, I was in high school when Pursuit of Happiness dropped. When everything. I was gonna say Day and Night, but that's not my favorite song of his. Why am I blanking on this? I got 99 Problems, and they all wish I was Jigga Man. Get free living, but I'm not Sean or Martin Louis. What's that song called? Why am I blanking on that song? Yeah, I'm a big Kid Cudi fan. Man on the Moon too. I did hear his new album yesterday. It wasn't my favorite album, but I like Tequila Shots on that song. I like Tequila Shots a lot, and I like the song he did with Pop Smoke a lot. So yeah, I'm a big Cudi fan. I think in Southern California it was I don't know if it was everywhere. Also, yeah, The Prayer is also a dope song. If I die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. Why am I blanking on what that other song was called? Know that I have made these songs for you. Why am I blanking on that song? Oh my gosh. Yeah, big Kid Cudi fan. I don't know if it was everywhere, but at least where I grew up, soundtrack to my life. Man, that makes me feel terrible that I couldn't remember that. Yeah, I think growing up, yeah, thank you. Soundtrack to my life. Yeah, I think at least where I grew up, it was like you couldn't escape anywhere without listening to Kid Cudi. He was involved in everything that we did. Lonely Stoner has to free his mind at night. At night. Yeah. Josh says midweek match has got me staying up late. Are you gonna watch the match too? Are you gonna pull an all-nighter? Juma, I made a business decision with my, I want to call him my YouTube consultant. He's my best friend, or one of my best friends, Dill Pick. We made a decision not to ask for anything on this channel as far as likes and subscribes. So at the end of the day, I just try to make the best content I can. Let's see. Yeah, Kid Cudi is big. Yeah, love Tequila Shots, man. Yeah, I wish I could play that right now. But yeah, Tequila Shots is great. I've been listening to that one on repeat lately. Kid Cudi, whenever Kid Cudi hums, man, it's so fire. Yeah, I did like this album. It wasn't my favorite album of his, but I was such a big Cudi fan. Oh yeah, that's right. Lost the chat. Go back to it, please, Sean. Thank you. Yeah, Tequila Shots has been on nonstop. Damage, good song as well. Yeah, I see we have a few Kid Cudi fans here today in the chat. No surprise, Kid Cudi is just he reinvented everything, you know what I mean? He reinvented, I don't want to say he reinvented, but so much of the music that happens today is because of what Kid Cudi and Kanye did back in the day. And man, I love it. Yeah, I remember we would after American football practice, we would just throw on that old school Man on the Moon. Where we at? Joshua Tran says gonna watch the Wolves Chelsea match soon. Then might as well just stay up for the City match right after it. Ooh, man, you're gonna need some major coffee, man. You need some big coffee in your life. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I do this. Let me just go see what I'm gonna do in the future for my plans for next week. Hopefully it's fun matches. I hate for me when matches start at like 4 a.m. here in California. It almost sucks because or sometimes it sucks because I'll wake up at like 4:30 to watch a game, and then it'll just be like the most boring 0-0 match, and that's just the worst. All right, so we have 3 minutes before the Chelsea lineup is announced, and then I'll probably log off after that to wrap up any last questions and comments and whatnot. Ooh, I got an email from my scholarship is due ASAP. Thank you. So as far as what I'm going to do next week, I'm probably going to get rid of Kilman or Basuma. Basuma, I could afford to get £7.1 million midfielder. Maybe I bring in Rafinha for Basuma, or I drop Kilman most likely, and I could bring in someone at 6.7. So I could either bring in DS, I could bring in Cancelo, I could bring in Reguilon, I could bring in Eric Dyer. Those are kind of the options I'm looking at right now to bring in for Kilman, and then I'll have Lampy as my first player off the bench. Let's see. Finished high school. I thought you said High School Musical for a second. Happy birthday to Vanessa Hudgens, man. Happy birthday, Vanessa Hudgens. Yeah. Just finished high school last month, so life's good right now. Ooh. I think the favorite time of my life, the favorite years of my life were right after high school. That high school, because I dropped out of college I went to college for one semester. I was playing American football at the time, and then I dropped out, and I was just working in a warehouse, and I still had all the homies, and we would literally go to the beach. We would literally go surfing every morning, and then come home, recover. We play because Smash Brothers was big at the time, so we get like Taco Bell and then play Smash Brothers. Then I go to work. I come home from work and we go to a party, and that was lather, rinse, repeat, man. Oh, what a great time in my life. What a great time. No worries, no cares, other than like, normal worries you have to worry about after high school. But yeah, great time. What a time to be alive. Man City, Man U, yeah, that City United match. I didn't get to watch it because I was driving to Vegas at the time. I was buying a new car, and new car. It's like a 2010, but I was buying a car, so I went to Vegas, so I didn't get a chance to watch the match. But yeah, 0-0 draw for that match. I heard it was pretty bad too. Do I think Kyle Walker will play? I think so. I think Walker plays. He's played in. Let me go to City real quick. City are in 9th place. Starts, yeah. So Kyle Walker started 10 matches. That's the third most behind Ederson and Rodri. Cancelo started 7. So Kyle Walker's, he didn't start last week, which seems like it was a bit of an anomaly. But I think Kyle Walker starts this week. When do you plan to hold DCL up to? So I was planning. Normally, I was planning on getting rid of him in game week 12. Last week, I was planning on getting rid of him, but the injury to Ziyech made me get Jota, and the injury to Jota made me drop Jota. So as of right now, I look at his fixtures. He has Arsenal up, or he has got Arsenal next week. He's got Sheffield after that. City, West Ham, Wolverhampton. So maybe after the Sheffield match, going into that City match, I drop him. I think by that time Antonio's healthy. I have enough money now because I have Bowen in my side that I could drop DCL for Danny Ings. I could do that. I could let me just play around real quick. If I drop DCL, I'd have 10.4 mil in the bank. And so I could pretty much pick up I don't know what I would do. I don't have enough money that I could go. I could save a transfer and swap DCL out for Son. I think my cat's hungry. But I don't know. I think my plan as of next week was just to bring out Kilman and bring in an actual playing defender. I could bring him out and bring in like Charlie Taylor. And I would still have like 2.5 mil in the bank, 2.4 mil in the bank. I could drop, and then the week after, maybe drop Lamptey and bring in DS or Reguilon, something like that. And really strengthen and bolster up my defense and have 3 really solid defenders. That's kind of the plan as of right now. And so my front line, I'm not really worried about touching right now. If I was to make a move after that, it would be for DCL. I still like Bamford. I still like Kane, Bowen. We'll see what happens with Bowen, but as of right now, I like him. Bruno, Salah, and Grealish. Even with Grealish, he has 3 tough fixtures, but then I think I like him after that. Hey, just entered. Vigard, welcome. Any news for your squad? Yes, here is my squad. I ended up dropping Diogo Jota and bringing in Jared Bowen. Bowen is in, Jota is out. That's what I ended up doing. I was going back and forth. It was going to be all week. I was leaning towards Riyad Mahrez. I really wanted to bring in Mahrez. But I think Bowen, I don't think there's much of a drop-off with Jared Bowen over Riyad Mahrez if Mahrez starts week in and week out. Of course, with how many games are back-to-back right now, it's hard to trust any pep roulette. And so that's kind of why I was nervous about Riyad Mahrez. But Bowen's been on fire, and I think that Bowen gives me really good value for his money, or really good value. So I brought in Bowen for him. He's averaging like 4 shots per game over his last 5. He's averaging like 3 attempted assists over his last 5. West Ham are clicking. They have a good run of fixtures for like 6-7 game weeks right now. So and they have a double game week. So I just really like Jared Bowen moving forward. Is Pulisic a good option for next week? It's hard to say right now because I haven't. Ooh, lineups have been announced, haven't they? Let me check the lineup real quick. I'm assuming if you asked that means Pulisic started. Did Pulisic start? Reece James starts, Chilwell starts, Zuma starts. So their back line hasn't changed. Pulisic starts, baby! Yeah, dude. Oh, that makes me so happy. Pulisic gets the start. That means Kai Havertz is back in the mid, which is his perfect position. Mason Mount's in there. They have a really good back line. I'm assuming at one point Kovacic maybe comes in for Mount. Giroud up top, which is really good for Reece James. Christian Pulisic, with how dynamic he is really good for Reece James. Oh, yes. That makes me so happy. Pulisic, baby. Pulisic. It's still wait and see for me with Pulisic, even though he is starting today. I'm going to have a really close eye on him in today's match and see how he plays. If he looks good, I could pick him up and drop like DCL down to like Shea Adams and bring him. I don't know if I could touch him in my squad. I'll worry about that later in this week. I'm not going to put too much thought into it right now. But as far as Pulisic being a good option for next week, he started today, which is a really good sign. And but I also have to think that with how many games are back to back, he's just coming off of injury, and I don't see, and it's really bugging out right now, and so I can't see anything right now. All right, so it's all being updated, so I got to change my screen to this. This one's a bit better. They have West Ham next week at home, and so part of me thinks that they might rest him just because he's already playing in this game. If he gets a lot of minutes, maybe they don't push him in on Saturday and kind of give him a bit of a rest. But that's just me speculating. I love Pulisic, so if he looks good, I think depending on how he looks today, I'll answer that question better later this week for my next stream or something. American Saga FPL says, good shot on Charlie Taylor. Very good budget option with Burnley's improved form and upcoming fixtures. Yeah, I think that's the thing. I was planning on bringing him in if I brought in Riyad Mahrez. I think I'm still kind of leaning on bringing him in because I don't want to have a super expensive bench. And it's the same thing happened last year. Burnley struggled at the beginning of the season, and then they started clicking. Like a lot of people were dropping Nick Pope as their keeper, if I remember right. And then after that, they looked really good for the rest of the season. After this game week, they have Wolverhampton, who struggle to score, Leeds, who are tough. I'm not gonna lie, but then they have Sheffield United. Then they have Fulham. So 1, 2, 3 out of their next 4 are really good fixtures. 3 out of the next 4 are really good fixtures. I can't see past that on this website, but yeah, Charlie Taylor on a good Burnley defense. I think that's a great shout for those looking for, and he's only 4.4, and so a really good bench player. Let's see. Charlie says, but had Salah's son Kane Fernandez. Ooh, that is a great squad, man. I'm squeaking. If I'm squeaking, you know I'd be talking a lot lately. Salah's son Kane Fernandez. What a stacked lineup, man. Jeez. Didn't want to get the out. Yeah, I get it. Am I a Chelsea fan? I'm not a Chelsea supporter. I don't support any Premier League side. I talked about it here on the stream, so it's pretty much I'm waiting till I'm able to go to a match in England before I can really decide. I want to go to a city and see what the city's like before the game. I want to see what the stadium is like. I want to feel the atmosphere there. I want to fall in love with the city, with the team, more than with everything. You know what I mean? And so I'm kind of waiting till I can go to a match before I can decide that. Like it's hard being in California, and it's hard being in California and falling in love with a European team. You know what I mean? Like for Barcelona, it was because of Messi. I fell in love with Messi, and then I was able to go to a Barcelona match, and it just furthered my love for them. But it started with Messi and Ronaldinho too. But that's why I'm a Barcelona supporter. As far as Premier League, I don't have a side yet, and I really, 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 really would like a team to support. I just don't have one as of right now. Let's see. Yeah, the crazy thing is I did live in I lived in Clapham, which is right by. Actually, I lived in Streatham, but I lived in Streatham, which is pretty close to Chelsea. It's right by Battersea Park, and so I was really close to it, but I just didn't have any cash back then. It was too expensive for me to go to games. I should have saved better. Protect my data. Get out of here. Let's see. I went for Balbuena instead of Charlie Taylor. I think that's a good shout. I still think Balbuena is a good shout. I'm not necessarily against that. For me, I think I'd rather have Charlie Taylor, but that's just me. I think they're both good options. If Pulisic clicks, he's definitely a buy. Yeah, dude. I mean, even this season when he's healthy, you've seen how good he can be. Let's go look at some some statistics. Shout out Big Shaq. You done know, eh? Wagwan, brother. Let's see. Last year, he averaged points. So he's a 0.5 goal involvement per 90 of his whole career, and that's with him being a pro at 16. Last year, he was about 0.7 in his first year at Chelsea. Camera went off. Proud family, they'll push your buttons, make you want to hug them. So he's only, he didn't average a shot. He only had 17 minutes there. So I'm ignoring those matches. So when he starts, he's averaging 3 shots per game, which is exactly what I would want him to be at. Yeah, I'm just a big Pulisic fan. I know I'm biased because obviously I'm American, and I think I'm wearing my American jersey today too. Yeah, USA. I'm a big Pulisic fan. Period. I think he is so good, but man, I want him bad in my squad. I just don't know. I don't know exactly where I would do it. I think if he starts clicking, I could get rid of Bowen maybe, or maybe Jack Grealish over his 3 tough fixtures he has. And yeah, I'll say I am I'm a Tottenham women's fan. I support Tottenham women. Shout out Alex Morgan one time. Hometown hero. Yeah, if Pulisic clicks, he's definitely a buy. He's on my radar this week. He has to be number 1. Pulisic has to be number 1. Let's see, Reece James is starting. Yeah, huge. I think Reece James is nailed on, man. He's about as nailed. The worry going into the season was Reece James is phenomenal, but is he nailed? Right now, dude, he hasn't. Look at he's. I know the tough thing is going to be, of course, the Christmas schedule, right? The December schedule. And is he going to be playing in those? Or are they going to just rest him a couple game weeks? So it is important to have someone on your bench, which I don't have. But he started every game week since game week 6. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And now 13. Yeah, huge. But that being said, I still am nervous every week with that. Is it just me whose team always looks so good on paper but never actually performs? Oh, I'm right there with you. I look at my team and go, this is the week I'm going to ball out. And then I end up with like a 32-piece nugget, and I'm just sitting there struggling and just crying myself to sleep. But that's the beauty of FPL, man. I got to figure out how to play FPL more better. So I always sign in Philadelphia. That's why I say more better. 2 + 2 is 4, -1. That's 3 quick maths. That girl is Uckus. I got a frisbee. Yeah, that song, what a legend, man. Big Shaq, what a legend. The one and only. The one and only Big Shaq, man. I need him on my stream. We need to get Big Shaq on my stream. I need to get he probably plays FPL. We could have me and Big Shaq could freestyle. We could freestyle, have an old school cypher. Let's see if I missed any comments. I don't think I'm missing any comments at this moment. Yeah. All right. We still have a lot of people in the chat, so I might as well keep going for a little while we're at it. So yeah, this is what my squad looks like this week. I got Lamptey, who I'm praying plays. If Lamptey doesn't play, I got Kilman, who I didn't even check. I don't think Kilman started. I saw the back 4, right? No. Yeah, Kilman isn't playing again. I didn't even think about looking at that till now. I was too hyped on Pulisic. Man. All right, so Seiss looks like he's earned back his starting gig. Oh, dang, man. The joy of Kilman is now over. So now I got to figure. So next week I'm for sure probably going to get rid of. I'm going to get rid of Kilman next week. The question is who for? I got a lot of cash, so I could drop Kilman out for Reguilon and have Lamptey on my bench, or I could go one more week with Lamptey and put Charlie Taylor on my bench, and then switch out Lamptey the week after on Reguilon, something like that. But yeah, I'll catch up on comments. I'll talk about it. Who do it? Whoa, I'm way behind on comments. All right, cool. I really got to catch up. Yo, good luck. Moldy, welcome. Ooh, we got a tough game week this week with Chelsea. Moldy. I'm excited for the match, so I think it's going to be a good one. I saw him live in Hungary 2 years ago. Oh, what? No way. Oh, that's sick. Oh, that's great, man. I think the last person I saw live, I think it was Migos. I think I saw Migos last live. and they were incredibly disappointing. They have so much good music, so much good trap music, like that you think it'd be perfect for a concert, and they just brought no energy. They brought no energy. It was really disappointing. Who do I think I would play? Who do you think I play next week? Balbuena against United or Walker Peters against City? Take an L on either of those, honestly. Balbuena. Both those, Jake, are really tough. I don't expect either of them to keep a clean sheet. I think United probably have a... Yeah, that's... Pick your poison. Walker Peters probably gives up more than one against City. So I'd probably go Balbuena. What's up? Greetings from Greece. Woo! Welcome from Greece, man. Good luck for the game week. I love... Man... One of the things I love about having FPL is having people from all over the world come through to talk about football. I love it, man. I love it. Greetings from Greece. Yeah, welcome. Good luck for the game. Good luck to you too. Who'd you captain this week? I'm super interested to hear who everyone captained. Yeah, thank you. Good luck to you too. Hopefully everyone here has a lot of green arrows, man. Hopefully we get some good green arrows. Nice squad. Good luck with Bowen. Yeah, I think I went with. Yeah, I had enough money to go for Mahrez and went with Bowen instead, but we shall see. I could have gone Pulisic as well, but too nervous about it. Kilman benched. I gotta get rid of Kilman, man. I gotta get rid of Kilman. For me, the only question is, do I get rid of Kilman for Charlie Taylor and go cheap, or get rid of and keep Lamptey in the starting lineup, or maybe I might start. Nah, I'd probably start Lamptey over Sheffield. Or do I go expensive and go for Dyer, DS, Reguilon, and have Lamptey as my first playing defender? Maybe that's what I do. I don't know. A lot to think about. And I think it's Saturday, right? Saturday's deadline. So I got some time. Kilman bench, yeah. How's your team looking? Talking about Moldy on that one. Wolves win tonight 2-1. Silva and Podence. As someone who owns 2 Chelsea defenders, I really hope not. For someone who's looking for a really good game, I think that would be incredible. And as someone who's a pseudo Wolverhampton fan, I kind of hope that happens. I love Nuno, man. Target is a good replacement for Kilman at 4.5. I think Target's good. I just don't want another Villa player. I think I'm gonna go. If I'm gonna go cheap defender, it's gonna be Charlie Taylor. I only swapped my captaincy to KDB. Sounds like you rolled your transfer. That's a good move. Happy with the squad. That is nice. I saw Kendrick Lamar at a festival here in Gothenburg. Was dope. Oh, I've never seen K. Dot live. It's always been one of my things. I remember when Vine was a thing. He had I don't know if you guys remember. It was they did a concert. It was in like Florida or something, and he did the Good Kid. He did Mad City. Where is it? Yeah, man down, and the bass just goes wild. I just remember the crowd. He was just like, everybody sing with me, and he just goes, if Pyros and Crips all got along, they probably got me dead by the end of so seem like the whole city go against me every time we're in the streets. And he just cuts the music, cuts the mic, or holds the mic out to the audience, and they go yeah, and it just goes nuts. Lights go crazy. Oh my gosh, beer goes everywhere. Oh, that gives me chills right now. I get goosebumps just. I wasn't even there. I just saw it on a Vine. Oh man. I want to go to Kendrick. Kendrick's one of my favorite rappers of all time. I mean, that's not even not an unpopular opinion there. I think a lot of people have him up there. Have I seen Lamptey play? Have you seen Lamptey play? Yeah, he's gonna have a huge haul, I'm sure. I benched Justin for Lamptey, hoping. Yeah, Lamptey on. As far as the eye test goes, Lamptey looks so good. In my opinion, he's Brighton's best player. He is an absolute baller. The only problem is just Brighton. They don't save many opportunities. They let a lot of goals go in. So it's just hard for me to keep Lamptey. I think he's had over his past 4 weeks combined, he's gotten me 0 points. But yeah, he's due for a haul. It's just when. Maybe I keep Lamptey on my bench. I don't know. It's just he's not performing enough for me to really have him in my squad. I'm nervous about him. It's still cold in my garage, man. Yeah, he's gotten 0 points the past 4 game weeks. Obviously, he got a red card, so he didn't start one of them. He had Liverpool, so he didn't play in that one. Okay, so he got a red card for that one. He just hasn't scored that much this season for me to have him. I'd rather have like Reguilon or Dyer. But yeah, it's tough. I love Lampy though. I love Lampy as a player. KDB all the way. Yeah, I would if I had KDB, I would have captained him. No doubt. The camera's about to go off. I thought I was gonna be quick on the trigger there, but I'll wait. Captain KDB was gonna go Bamford as differential, but played it safe. I think KDB is a differential as itself. I don't think he's gonna be. Wow. Body yaddy yaddy yaddy. I think KDB is still a solid differential. I don't think many people own him at this point. I think his let me see what his selection rate is. Give me uno momento, por favor. City. De Bruyne is still only 28% selection rate. Kevin De Bruyne. So it's still quite the differential captaining him. I say too much. I gotta stop that. Stop that. George says you were between KDB, but my gut said Fernandez. I went with him. Let's hope it's gonna work out. I think they're both really good options. I think you're in for a good week. I mean, for me, I would have captained KDB, but I clearly see obviously as I have Bruno as my captain, I clearly see the love for Bruno this week. It's an away fixture. Everything United do is through Bruno. So we'll see. Anyone got the Holy Trinity? I was gonna quote the Kanye West lyric off of Watch the Throne, but I try to keep this YouTube a little PG, so I won't quote that. But if you know that lyric, you know what I'm talking about. You can imagine, yeah, dude. That I want to go to Kendrick concert so bad. What are your thoughts on the double game week for game week 19? I haven't heard any news on that other than West Ham, right? I don't know if anything else has been said. I think if you have I think a lot of FPL managers are going to use either a triple captaincy chip or a bench boost or a free hit in that game week. I think it's something to definitely target. I think if you have a West Ham, I think West Ham and Aston Villa, right, are in that time. So I think I don't know. I still think it's a little too early to start targeting it. I think we're in game week 13, so I wouldn't worry about a double game week for at least 4 or 5 game weeks, and then I'll go back to it. 4 or 5 game weeks, probably about 3 or 4 game weeks. I wouldn't worry about it till then. But yeah, I wouldn't worry about game week 19 for a little bit. But I'm super pumped about it. I love double game weeks, man. Same with the Big Shack. The only thing went skrrrr. Yeah, I watched a YouTube video on Big Shack when he went to a concert. I think it was, I don't know what concert it was. It was some concert in the you went to, and it was the same thing, dude. The whole crowd was going skrrrr, ka, 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 ka. Yeah, that was crazy, man. The crowd went nuts, as I would too if I saw Big Shack doing his thing, man. And it do. Yeah. I love Kendrick because he didn't have any other MCs. It was with him. It was just him spitting. For me, when other MCs are with the main rapper, they can get in the way and annoy me. Sometimes, yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I get what you mean. Like Flava Flav was dope because he was a great hype man, and the kind of style of music that Chuck D they were rocking back in the day of Public Enemy, I think it worked. But there are a lot of times, yeah, where I see a rapper go, and they'll get to like the punchline, or they'll get to a certain line, and the hype man just jumps in, and the tone, the vocals that he has really just gets in the way of his performance. I totally understand what you mean. Sometimes the best thing a hype man can do is just stay back. I get that as a professional hype man myself. I wish I was a hype man. But yeah, I totally get it, especially with some Kendrick stuff. Some stuff that he does too, like the everything Kendrick does, I love, man. Oh, I love Kendrick. He alone is enough to get the crowd hyped. Yeah, I mean, you play anything of Kendrick, and you're gonna have the whole crowd going, man. I mean, obviously he has like a lot of thought provoking stuff. He has some chiller stuff, is what I should have said, like Mortal Man. He has obviously Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst. I think that song is probably too long to sing in concert, so I don't know if he ever sings that one. That's like a 12-minute song. But yeah, dude, a hype man would be good for some songs, but I get what you mean. I get what you mean. Now what? Kobe says you went with KDB captain. Couldn't decide between him and Bruno. Such a tough call this week. A lot of people were struggling with that. And I like the KDB call myself. He alone. Bro, you're still live? Yeah. Yeah, usually I like to go. Normally I tell myself I'm only going to go live for like today I was like, okay, I'm going to start about 7 o'clock. The deadline's at 8:30, so I'm probably only going to go for like an hour and a half. And the conversation and the viewers were dropping, so the conversation was starting to drop. So I was like, all right, I'll probably wrap it up here. But as long as the conversation's going well, my throat's not dying from talking too much. I keep it going, man. I keep it going. But again, at the same time, the game starts in 30 minutes, so I can't go for crazy long. Love you too, man. I started Mount over Watkins. Is that a good differential? I think they're both good differentials. Honestly, I still think Ollie Watkins isn't highly owned. Let me fact check that for you. I think it's definitely a brave move. I'll give you that. It's very Top Gunny. Ollie Watkins selection rate is 8.3%, 9% overall or live teams. So I still think Ollie Watkins. I still think Ollie Watkins is a good differential himself, but Mason Mount is starting on that Chelsea side, who looked really good. I'm not against that, and he's on set pieces, he's on corners. So, I mean, Mason Mount's a good shout. Will Lamptey play? I have no idea. if Lamptey's going to play. I mean, hamstrings are nothing to mess with. If you really mess up your hamstring, you could be out for a long time. Just look at Antonio. But I hope. Because if Lamptey doesn't play, Kilman's not playing, Stroik isn't going to play, I'll have a giant donut coming from Lamptey if he doesn't play this week. And that would not be... Yeah, I can't have that 2 weeks in a row. 3 weeks in a row. Whatever it is. Bro, can you take my team this week? If you show me your team, yeah, I'll take a look at it. No question. Let's see. Corey says Liverpool, United, Chelsea, Southampton, Leicester, Leeds, West Ham, Burnley, West Brom, Fulham. They all... my screen's cracked, so they all don't play in Game Week 18 and double Game Week 19. So that Game Week 18 is going to be a headache. But that Game Week 19, man, let me tell you. You got Liverpool doubled up, United doubled up, Chelsea. You got some big names there. I think a lot of people are probably going to use their free hit in Game Week 18 then and get a full playing squad. But man, triple captaincy chip on anyone from Liverpool, United. Oh my days. That is going to be nice, man. Leeds, a lot of people have Leeds players. So like as of right now, that would mean I can even bring in Robertson or Trent Alexander-Arnold for Lamptey on a side note. That is also something I'm looking at doing in my squad next week. If I really want to throw some funds in my defense. Liverpool, United, Chelsea. Oh, that is going to be good. 19, baby. Shout out Android 19. Shout out Dragon Ball Z. Are you watching the Chelsea match? Yeah, I will be watching the Chelsea match. I don't have to go into work till 12. I think work starts at 12:30 today. So I don't have to go into work till 12. So I'll be watching the Chelsea match. I won't be watching the City match, though. I might have it playing in the background on my headphones or something while I'm at work, but check my team, Manchester United. Yes, I don't know if it's been updated. I don't know if I can. I can. Sweet. Then I will. Let's see. You're wishing my will. I've got the feeling that you might be. Am I wrong to assume if she can't dance? Am I wrong to say she can't dance? She can't. Ooh, I never want to waste your time. So precious. All right, so you bench Suchek, bench Sioux Fall. You got a strong bench there, my friend. A really strong bench. You got the Terry Crews of benches over there. Martinez in goal. Love it. Love the double up on Chelsea this week. Sorry, Moldy. I still think it's a good shout. Target I like against Burnley. Burnley struggle to score. And Villa have big defenders that they can handle. Chris Wood, they can handle the Wood. Walker Peters, tough against Arsenal. It's still Arsenal, so it still scares me, but I get it. The Arsenal struggle to score. Grealish, Love, Fernandes, Captain De Bruyne, Danny Ings. That is a nice squad, Kobe. You might be in for another 70-week performance. Another 70-week performance, it looks like here. Oof. That looks good. That looks good. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I mean, the only thing, again, you have no Liverpool anywhere in your squad. Woo! That would make me nervous in the future, but as of right now, it's paying off this week. No Liverpool this week, so that's nerve-wracking, but I get it, man. That's my squad. Good squad, Kobe. I think you're in for another good week. Let's see. Is it free? So skadoosh. Is it free to go live on YouTube? Yeah, it is free to go live on YouTube. Everything that I do for my YouTube channel is free. I use a free editing software. I use a free graphic design software. This software that I use here for going live is free. So it is free. So it is nice. Gotham says, bro, what's your favorite Premier League player and team? My favorite Premier League player is Kevin De Bruyne. Pulisic has a close second, just because I'm American, so I gotta support my local troops. But yeah, Kevin De Bruyne is my favorite player in the Prem. As far as my team, I don't have a team. I'm waiting until I can go to a game and enjoy and see what the city's like during the match, see what pubs are like, really see what the atmosphere in the stadium is. I want to fall in love with the city. I want to fall in love with the team. So I'm kind of waiting on that. It's kind of hard for me to do so from California. But if I had to pick a team right now, I'll put it this way: the teams that I'm looking forward to going to the most. So on a side note, on a non-league team, I'm a Biddeford AFC supporter as far as non-league goes, but 10% today, jeez. As far as the stadiums that I want to go to the most, the cities I want to go to the most when COVID's over and I have time and funds to be able to go to a game, I want to go to a Chelsea match. I want to go to I do want to go to Anfield really badly. I want to go to Anfield, even though they broke my heart for Barcelona, so I'll never support them. Never support Liverpool. I got nothing against them other than the fact that they, corner taken quickly. I want to go to Anfield. I'm kind of torn too between going to I'll check out your squad, no question. I'm torn between going to picking a top 6 side or kind of going for someone else. Like Wolverhampton, to me, I want to go to a Wolverhampton match really badly. Leeds, I want to go to them. I really like their style of play. And so I don't have a favorite team as of right now, but I really, really, really want one. What's up? Size 11, that's right. Let's see. I support is Target a differential? Target is a differential, I think so, yeah. Let me fact check that real quick. Target is 3%. Yeah, so he's definitely a differential. Target is. No question. Let's see. No diggity. I support Spurs and I like Son. I love Son. Son is probably like my third favorite player in the Prem. Third or fourth favorite player in the Prem. I love Son. He's just so awesome, dude. He's been one of my favorite players for the past few years. I really want to go to a Tottenham game as well. That's also on my list. I'm a big Tottenham women's supporter. Alex Morgan grew up around where I grew up at, and so I got to support my local professional footballers. And Alex Morgan plays for Tottenham, so I'm a big Tottenham women's supporter. I was like, this isn't my squad. Yeah, this is size 11. I support theirs. I love Gareth Bale. I love Clint Dempsey. So I really like Tottenham back in the day with Luka Modric, with Gareth Bale, with Clint Dempsey, obviously being American. But I don't necessarily consider myself a Tottenham supporter. But they're also on my list of teams to visit. 1.3 in the bank. You got size 11. I like that jersey. I like that teal in there. Let's see. Robbo, dope. Lampy hurt. Hopefully he plays. Vestergaard, such a threat on set pieces. James Justin, I like him, especially as your first bench. Dallas on your bench, I like that. St. Maximin, too much money to have on my bench for someone who's hurt. When's he expected back? 25% chance. Yeah, too much money on St. Maximin. I'd rather drop funds. You have enough bench coverage with James Justin and Dallas. I would use that fund somewhere else. Probably drop him down to, I don't know, anyone at like 4-4 range, 4-5 range. You can even go Sufal and it would still save you some cash. Not Sufal. Susek. You could go Susek and it would even save you some cash there. As far as your squad, I love the captaincy call on De Bruyne. Zaha's paid off dividends for you so far. I still like him moving forward now that he's been playing as that striker role. I love your front line. That front three is nice. Back line I think is nice. I like your squad a lot. If I was to make a move next week, it would be just to drop St. Maximin and really save up some funds for later. That's what I would do. And I was already on that squad. I need to go back to my squad. Love the captaincy call on De Bruyne. Looks like he might have a really good week this week, knock on wood. Let's see. I'm so happy. I don't know if you were here, but I was out here doing some karate and fist pumping out here, man. So happy for Pulisic starting. That is huge. I think we're going to see... I'm just so happy about that. And I'm even happier, too, about Havertz starting as that 8 role. Yeah. Havertz as a wing is not his best position, but Havertz as an 8, big fan. What's my job? So right now my job is I work in a warehouse, but this is my last full week. I put in my 2-week notice. My last day of work, I think, is Christmas Eve. I think either Christmas Eve or the day before. Then I'll be going into grad school and I'll be becoming a physical therapist. So as of right now, I work in a warehouse and it destroys my back. But that's what I do right now. I've been doing that for like 10 years on and off. How can you check my team? If you give me your did I check your team later? If you give me your team number, I could check out your squad. So if you go to, I don't know if you don't know how to do it, I'll show you. You go to points and why is it not? Yeah, if you go to points, this number right here, you give me that number and then I'll be able to check your squad. Let's see. Yeah, I could do that. Do I think any pro football players play FPL? Yeah, I do. 100%. I think they do on the low though. I think they probably use a burner account and make sure it doesn't get traced back to them. I do think they do, man. Yeah. I was trying to think. Of back if I knew any. Yeah, I would reckon that they do. But at the same time, I don't know if they do. It would probably be like, I'd be interested to see who they pick too. Do they pick anyone from their rivals? Like, do they like if you were City, would you? If I was Kevin De Bruyne, would I have Bruno Fernandes in my team as well? I think they do. I think if they did, it would be all burner accounts. They'd have 3 guys on their team that they that are good. But yeah, it'd be interesting. Okay. I checked out Gotham's. All right. Moldy says Wolves ground is right in the city center. You would be hooked as soon as you go under the subway, walking down to the stadium. I want to. So, I want to go so bad. I love Wolverhampton, how they play, and I really want to go to one of their games. One of my really, really good friends. Let me see. Make sure camera went off. Do I have more time? All right, I gotta switch to my webcam. Let me do that real quick. Video capture device. Go into webcam. All right, so now we on webcam. Let's bring this down here. Drop it low, girl. From the top, make it drop. All right, let me just see where he lives, because one of my really good friends lives in. Let me see. Let me check the. Yeah, he lives in Birmingham. One of my best friend lives in Birmingham. And he told me that when I come back to England here, before COVID, I was going to go back to England here in, I was supposed to go to England like last month, but that's when we were going to schedule it. But of course, life had other plans for us. But I was going to meet up with him. We're going to go to a Birmingham match because he's a huge Birmingham supporter. But Wolverhampton's right there. I was going to see if I was going to do that, I was going to hop on a train and go to a Wolverhampton match. Man, I want to go so bad. Bro, Legends 11, my second team. You want me to look at it? I'll look at it. Legends 11. Are you in the mini league? Legends 11. You started Gameweek 7. Oof. Triple captain? You're dropping your triple captaincy chip this week on De Bruyne? Woo! Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome. 0.1 in the bank. Oh. Shout out the concept pick. I like that. Triple captaincy chip. You threw on KDB. That is huge. I am cheering for KDB for you, my friend. That is awesome. I am. I know it's only like 3 times instead of 2 times, so it's not like a crazy amount of points. But man, it gets my heart going. Oh, I can't wait. Hopefully, it pays off for you, man. That's a good squad too, considering you started Gameweek 7. What's my overall rank? My overall rank is about 2 million. A horrible start to the season. The first 4 game weeks, my team was so bad. I was sitting at like 4.3 million overall, and so I've made some good jumps these past few game weeks. But yeah, not a good ranking for me this year so far. But hopefully things change, man. That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. The first ever European game was played at Molyneux. I don't know how to say that. Wolves versus Honved, and not soon after this, the European Cup was made. Whoa, Wolverhampton are pioneers. Incredible. I remember I actually met I had a friend, I had a buddy when I was living in England. It was actually I was living in Bideford at the time, in North Devon, and he was a big Wolverhampton supporter. And he was like, yeah, not many people like Wolverhampton, but I'm a big fan. We struggle a lot. This is like 10 years ago. And I don't have him on Facebook or anything right now, so it's hard. I don't know how to find him. I don't think he has Instagram either. So, but I really want to contact him again and see how he's feeling, because man, he is a huge Wolverhampton supporter. Can you rate my team up the Brighton? Yes, sir, ma'am. Yes, person. Yeah, big fan of that triple captaincy chip. That is sweet. Let's see. Up the where are we at? Up the Brighton. Let's go to your squad. Immediately killed in the that's a great name. 2 girls, 1 schlup. That's hilarious. Are you in the Donatello's mini league? I don't see you here. I don't see you in the Donatello's mini league. If you're not in the Donatello's mini league, just tell me your number of your squad, and I'll Google it, or I'll put it in the URL. Hilarious. Yeah, I don't see it here. I'll scroll to the bottom of the comments here in a minute. Is Seiss starting? Seiss is starting. Looks like Seiss. It seems like Seiss has got his starting gig back. It seems. You're still going, Alex. I'm still going, man. I'm still going strong. We got 20 minutes before the game, then I'll have to go watch the match. But I was gonna wrap it up, Alex. I was talking about it earlier. I was gonna wrap it up, but a lot of people kept jumping back on. The conversation was going well. I couldn't stop, man. Don't stop till you get enough. Come on. But I do need a new chair. This chair sucks. I had to take Christmas tree out of the loft. Oof, nice. Get it set up, baby. A few have said they do. I think I don't mind who, but I think a lot play. A few have said they do. I think I don't know. What were we talking about? I can't mind remember who, but I think it's a lot play. I don't remember what we were talking about. Let me know, Alex, what you're saying there. Chilwell definitely does. Yeah, Chilwell starts. Reece James starts. Can you rate my team? Oh yeah, I got you, Corey. Corey Matthews. Can you rate my team? 87167. Yes, sir. Yeah, boy. All right, so you have 0.1 in the bank. As a Brighton supporter, you have Tariq Lamptey in your side because he's the best. Ooh, we got triple Brighton. I like it, man. Welbeck has looked really good. I'll say Welbeck has looked really good since being entered in that Brighton starting 11. Gross is on penalties, so that's a good call against Fulham. You're going triple Fulham or triple Brighton against Fulham. I like Rafinha a lot. I think I personally would have started Rafinha over Welbeck. I mean, Welbeck's not my favorite option, but I get it. He's looked good. Let me see how he's performed. Yeah, 9.552. I mean, he's looked really good since he started in that starting 11. I think it's a good, a cheeky shout there. DCL Kane. I like the captaincy Colin Fernandez. Your midfield's nice. Gross for me. I don't necessarily know if I would want Gross in my squad, but he's on penalty, so it's hard for me to say no. And his price is good. I like Rafinha a lot. Your back line is nice. Martinez, love. Bednarak is a good shout. Reece James, big fan of Reece James and Tariq Lamptey themselves. So I think you have a good squad. I'm surprised to see triple Brighton, but I kind of like it, and it may pay off big this week against Fulham. I wouldn't have Welbeck in my squad, but that's me. And again, everyone's got to play their own game. If you think Welbeck's going to do well, throw him in. Got to trust yourself, right? 3, 5, 6, 7 on the way, T-Tac. Oh, you got really early, man. Really early number, really squad. Dallas on the bench because you have Cancelo, Robbo, and Chilwell. Yeah, I would have done the same. Big. You got some heavy hitters on the defense there. Sterling captain. Love the captaincy shout, man. Love the captaincy shout. I would rather have KDB on my squad. You have $2 million extra in the bank. Ooh, you got a lot of cash to throw around. I would rather have KDB in my squad, but again, that's me. That's my game. Everyone's got to play their own. Sterling, I like that. I like that shout. What's his selection rate right now? It's probably still pretty low. 4% selection. If he goes off, man, you're in for a nice green arrow. Jackie G, I love. Jackie G sounds like a Spice Girl whenever I say it. Fernandez, Souček. Souček is a good option. He scored back-to-back weeks. Kane, dope. DCL has been on fire. Shea Adams has been nice. I think the squad is nice. I think if it were me moving forward, I'd probably upgrade Shea Adams to Danny Ings. If I had to make a move, that's probably what I would do. I think you have enough money in the bank to do so. Maybe. If not, I think your squad's nice. I really like it. Really like your squad. And you have Dallas there, so you have somebody on your team who can come in and play. Why Bowen better as $4? I think. I did. I checked that out. I checked that. Cool. I like Bowen a lot. That's simply why. I think. Let me see what $4 has been doing lately. That's not what I want to do. I ain't creating a web page. West Ham mid. Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I look at Jared Bowen, and he's averaging about 4 shots per game over the last 5 game weeks. He's averaging about 3.5 attempted assists over the past 5 game weeks. He is on fire. He's on fire. He's on fire. He's on corners now, and so there's a lot of opportunities to come away with some cheeky assists there. And I just really like him. West Ham created a lot of opportunities. I think Bowen's going to be a pivotal part in what they do moving forward. But that's just me. If you pick $4, I definitely don't hate it. Birmingham City is a horrible ground for away fans to go. Their fans are hostile, and they run you down to the train station. For real? No way. Part of me actually believes that. From the stories that my buddy who's a Birmingham supporter tell me, I do believe that. If that's the case, if their fans are hostile, I want no part of Birmingham City being a supporter of that. That's the big thing I want to be part of a fan base that's wholesome. I don't want a fan base that's racist. I don't want a fan base that hates. I don't want any part of that. But I want to go to a Wolverhampton game, that's for sure. Hopefully KDB returns. Bro, what is the FPL Cup? So the FPL Cup starts after game week. Is it 14? 16. After game week 16, the top 4 million managers go, and you're pretty much paired up against somebody random, and it's like a tournament. So you're gonna face one person every week, and if you win, you move on. If you lose, you're eliminated. So it's something that I don't necessarily put any thought into, because you could go up against someone who hasn't touched their team in 8 weeks and beats you because they someone like a Aubameyang could score a hat trick and you're out. But it's pretty cool. Yeah, you go up against somebody random, and it's played between the 4 million managers who are still playing, who are qualified, and it's just one elimination tournament. I wanted to enter in the cup. That's why I triple captained De Ooh, I mean, I like the shout. I mean, if you're entering that cup, there's a lot of big prizes if you go far. I'm not mistaken. I think Moldy rolled his transfer. Moldy rolled the transfer this week, if I'm not mistaken. Bro, did you use your wild card? I did use my wild card. So game week 4 or 5, I was debating using my wild card. My ranking was 4.5 mil. I was in absolute shambles. I'll actually show you. Why not? I'll show you my game week 4 side. Yeah, look at that. 4.4 mil. 4.3 mil in game week 6. So I had to play my wild card. So before that, this was my squad. Jimenez wasn't doing enough for me, so I had to get rid of him. Werner wasn't doing enough, had to get rid of. So essentially I looked at the squad, and I got rid of every single player outside of Mo Salah, Jack Grealish. Everyone else was gone. Walker Peters gone. Trent gone. Ryan gone. Charlie Taylor gone. Bale gone. Harvey Barnes gone. Werner gone. Jimenez gone. Brewster, Nyland, Vinagre, Branthwaite. Everyone had to go. So I had so many fires on my squad, I had to put them out. So I was forced to use my wild card early. I didn't want to, but when you're sitting at 4.3 mil and you look at your squad and say I would only keep 3 players, it's time to use it. A lot of league players play FPL. I mean, yeah, I think so. I look forward to the day you live stream a game. That would be fun. I would love to live stream a game. It would be fun to do for sure. I just have to. I'm in my garage right now, so I'd have to find a TV. Maybe I'll just put it on another laptop and have a game on the side. I would love to do that. I mean, I'm going for like 3 hours now. I mean, if the viewers are still here when the Chelsea game starts, I might do it. But also, I don't have any other laptop around me, so I don't know if I can. But I would love to live stream a game. I would love to live stream a game. Maybe it'll just. I feel like it'll. I'll have to pick a good game. Man, I kind of want to do that now that you say that. I start school in 4 weeks, so it's gonna have to be soon. So I'm not game week 5. Come on, son. So if I was to pick one this Saturday, I'm going surfing on Saturday. Well, I have to go into quarantine for school. They're wanting me to quarantine for 2 weeks before I start school, so I'll probably have to quarantine this week. So maybe I'll live stream a Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe a Wednesday game, maybe Spurs Fulham. I don't know. That's way too far in the future. I would love to live stream a game. I think that'd be a ton of fun. That's not what I want to go to. That's next week. Ain't nobody bothered about next week right now. Skadoosh. Where we at? I think that'd be so fun. It'd be nice too because we could like live chat about players and what we see from them. Like right now, if I had another laptop, I could talk about. Wow, I was stuttering heavy there. I could talk about Pulisic when he's in. But yeah, that'd be fun. Hi, sup, Alex, you here? Yeah, Alex here. Great, you also glad to have you here as well. T-Tag, everyone, thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. Love the conversation we got going. I would definitely rather have KDB. I got him the 1 week KDB was out, and I didn't think it was worth the swap. Yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, I love KDB, man. Love KDB. Second favorite player in the world probably at this moment. Probably. Yeah, the swap is tough. The sideways, the lateral swap. You got other fires to put out. Got to put those out. Bro, who is the best replacement for St. Max? If you want to save some cash, you can go Souček. I think NATO and Pedance are also good shouts. They have their tough run of fixtures. I think cleans up here in a little bit. They have Burnley next week, Tottenham United. So game week 17, maybe more likely to look at NATO and Podence. They're a good shout. I really like Rafinha around the same price. Rafinha's nice. Low in price. Go Souček. Those would be the ones off the top of my head around that same price range I would go for. Rafinha would probably be the first one on that list. I like him as a player a lot. He is nice. And Leeds create a ton of looks, a ton of opportunities. Let's see. Bro, who's the better? Yeah. Got Martinez, Chilwell, Konsa, Cresswell, Bruno captain over KDB. I like the call. Nice shout. Grealish, Son, Kane, Wilson, and Bamford. Whew. That's a good scene. Great. You might be in for a really nice week this week. Knock on wood. Bro, can we continue FPL even without losing the cup? Yeah. So the cup is a side tournament. It's just something on the side. It's a side piece. This is your main dish right here. This is your main. Yeah. FPL will still go on even if you don't make the cup. The cup is strictly just for a fun little tournament that FPL has set up, but it has nothing to do with overall ranking. You'll still be able to play even if you get eliminated as far as just normal FPL. It's just like a little added thing they do. Kobe, KDB Masterclass incoming. KDB is always so phenomenal, man. I love KDB. Next game week captain. For my next game week captain, it'll let me check. I know that next week is going to be a tough call. Next week is going to be a tough call because let's see who City plays. I think City plays I can't find City. City plays Southampton. Southampton, solid Crystal Palace. Bruno Fernandes plays Leeds. Oh my goodness. And Harry Kane and Son play Leicester. So there's a lot of good options. I haven't done any research on that yet. I'll do a lot more research for the Friday stream. I think I'll be streaming Friday. I'm not exactly sure when. As of right now, I think Salah is probably a good one against Crystal Palace, but I want to see what Crystal Palace do this midweek, and see before I make a choice. Bruno Fernandes would probably get my vice captaincy chip at the moment. Actually, no, probably Bruno gets number 1. That is so tough. Yeah, there's a lot of good options. I don't necessarily know who the best Gameweek captain is. It's going to be a very widespread. You have a very eclectic shout for captaincy chips this week. Yeah, Gameweek captain next week's really tough to call. Which part of the U.S. am I in? I'm in Southern California. Shout out Vince Staples. Shout out Alex Morgan. Shout out Gwen Stefani. Shout out Bobby Wood. Shout out Snoop Dogg. Yeah, I'm from Southern California. Gracie says, I hope captaining Bruno comes away with a clutch after Red Arrow last week. Still in the top 1 mil. So you're still in a good striking range of moving forward. But yeah, if Bruno pays off for you on in 2 days, woo, it's gonna be nice. And I hope so. As someone who also captained Bruno, I hope so too. Let's see, Kobe, you should do Liverpool versus Man United. Ooh, when do they play? I said view good. Let's see. Liverpool United. Oh, yeah, he has blank Game Week 18. Liverpool United Game Week 19 Sunday. Ooh, I could do that. That'd be fun, man. That'd be sweet. That'd be a good match to do. Bro, starting lineup for the first match. Are we talking about Chelsea Wolverhampton? So Chelsea Wolverhampton starting lineup. The big names that are starting are Seiss starts over Kilman, so Kilman isn't starting. Marsal is still playing that left wing back. They're playing a 3-4-3 or whatever you want to call it. I'll call it a. I'll say they're playing wing backs. So they're back to the three center halves. Fabio Silva is back playing as a center striker. Traore is on the bench again. I think that's where he's best at. I think he's really effective off the bench, not necessarily as a starter, so I like that call. Podence and Neto start. As far as Chelsea, you got Giroud up top, Werner and Pulisic on the wings. Midfield, you got Mason Mount, Conte, and Kai Havertz. Your back line is going to be Ben, Netflix, and Chilwell, Thiago Silva, Zuma, and Reece James, Mendy in goal. So you got a really nice lineup today. It should be a really good game. Really good game. Everton tend to do much better with Digne. Yeah, as a DCL owner, and let's turn off my camera. Battery's out anyway. As a DCL owner, I definitely am missing Digne, big time. That guy is good. Yeah, I agree. Leeds concede a lot. I agree. So that's why Leeds concede. I think they're in like top 3 as far as shots in the box against them go. I think they're in the top 3 in the shots in the box for as well. So Bruno is a great captaincy shout versus Leeds. I just need to do more research on it. 7 minutes to Chelsea game. 4 minutes? Yeah, so we're at 4 minutes to Chelsea game because I'm always late on this. Bro, any thoughts on my team for the upcoming week? I will check it out, my friend. 30522. For the upcoming week, right? Yeah, 0.5 in the bank. You got a really good team value. I would get rid of Lewis. Kilman's not starting anymore, so that's going to hurt. He's just a 4.3 million pound bench player at this moment. I like Sufal. I don't necessarily like Ryan, but I don't like wasting a transfer on a keeper if I have to do something else. Robbo, you used one this week, right? Yeah, so you only got one, I'm assuming. Mahrez is dope. I love Mahrez. Almost brought him in myself, but opted not to. Your midfield is stacked. I like it. You have no... Oh, you got Son on the bench. Woo, you picked Son on the bench. Gutsy. I like... you have no Liverpool attackers, but it is what it is. You can't have everybody. And Salah's the only one that I would want as far as attacking. You have decent covers with Robbo. If I was to make a move, I would either I don't necessarily like having Lewis on my side. He doesn't do enough for me. I know he has a double game week coming up, so you may want to save him for that. Maybe drop Kilman down to like a 3.9 to give you some extra cash to float around. Because you already have, I mean, you'll have Lewis coming off the bench if you start Walker Peters next week. You'll have Walker Peters off the bench if you start Lewis. So you have a fourth playing defender, which is nice, and you have assuming probably like Wilson on your bench. So you have a solid enough bench you could drop Wilson or drop Kilman down and just free up some funds. I like your squad a lot. I think it's nice. I think your squad looks really good. Anyone else? What do you guys think about the squad? Alex Morgan or Tobin Heath? Tobin Heath is a baller. I'm torn towards Alex Morgan because we played in the same city, played on the same football club growing up. So I gotta always cheer for Alex Morgan, but Tobin Heath is a baller. If I had to choose between those two, I might even go Christian Press. She is dope. But yeah, Tobin Heath is nice. What time is it there? It's just about 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock here. I got an 8-hour time difference over the UK. Bro, when should I use my wild card? So I guess I'll look at your squad too. Yeah, bold move, keeping Son on the bench. But I like your team moving forward. If anything, I would probably try to upgrade one of Lewis or Walker Peters, but that's just me. Like it's just drop Kilman down. Those are the options. Halloween Town, what a great movie. What a great movie. Let's see. Donatello's your you said which ones you say? Size 11, right? Size 11. When would you use your wild card? So I think your first wild card expires game week 16, if I'm not mistaken, everybody. Is it game week 16 or 17? Help me out. Match is starting. Oh boy. I got to get this game up somehow. I think I'm going to have to end it here if I'm going to watch the game, or I can keep it going and see if I can get it on another screen. I'll probably end it so I can watch it. And I want you guys to watch it too. Let's see. If I was to use your wild card, last questions before I go watch the Chelsea match and hopefully Reece James play well. Good luck everybody this week. Good luck Gracie. Good luck Wilbur. Good luck Grotham. Good luck Alex. Good luck Sukraj. Good luck Kobe. Good luck I don't know who else is here. Good luck Ryan. Everyone who's here. Good luck this week. If I was to use your wild card, again, your first wild card expires in game week 16, then you'll get a new one. It's somewhere around there. I'll fact check that for you. So I would probably wait maybe 1 or 2 game weeks. I like the look of your squad right now, so I would be pressed to use it right now. But in the next couple game weeks, you're going to have to use it. So I wouldn't use it yet. I think your team is still in good shape. Really good shape. Bro, your overall points in rank. My overall ranking is 2 million, and my points are 642. So not a good start for the Don this year. Let's see if I can crack into the 1 point something million this week. The match is starting. Yep, match is starting. Game is starting. See y'all later. Yep, good luck. Here we go. Come on, Chelsea. Good luck, guys. Good luck, everybody. I think I'm going to wrap up the stream. Any last questions, please get them in, and I'll wrap up the stream. I really want to watch this match before I go to work and lift way too heavy of boxes for me to be lifting. 100% possession so far for Chelsea. All right. Yeah, any last questions, please get them in. And if you don't have any last questions, good luck everybody this game week. Thanks everyone for showing up. The code to the league description. Are you talking about the league? The code to the league is I zoomed in. There we go. P8XY2K. P8XY2K. That is a code to my mini league. I try to shout out everyone. I try to shout out the top scorers both monthly and overall all the time. But I haven't been making as many videos lately because it was just been so between work, getting ready for grad school. I haven't had enough time, and how fast these games have come up. I haven't had enough time to make these team selection videos and other videos. But hopefully, I'll be able to make some these next couple of game weeks. That is the code for my mini league. Josh, I didn't see the first question you had, Josh. If you asked a question, I don't see it here in the comments. Please ask again. I don't see it here. I'll exit out and go back in, see if it is there. Yeah, I don't see the first comment you had, Josh. I just see if you can. If you had a question, please get it in real quick before I log out, and I'll answer it. That's my mini league code. Good luck, Kobe. I hope to see another 70-point performance from you this week, Kobe. Ooh, 2 points. Let's go. I'm 29 years old. 29, going on 30. I turned 30 in a few months here. and I'll probably cry myself to sleep when I turn 30. The Void is waiting. Ooh. Cordite 0G is back. Let's go. Call of Duty life. Yeah, this is my squad going in. I'm 29 years old. My team code, I don't know my team code. 365-259. 365-259. Good luck to everybody, man. This is where I guess I'll head out here. 85 plus coming for Kobe. Good luck, Alex. Good luck, Kobe. Good luck, Josh. Oh, my team is called Team. Can you? Yeah. I'll check it out. I'll take it back. I won't be ending now. It's called Team. Not Timo Werner. Right here. So it's going to be Josh. There you are. Yes, sir. Gameweek 13. You have 0.3 in the bank. You have a strong bench with Vestergaard there. Brewster gets you 2 points, so that's not against that. Vestergaard. Stones is a brave call because he may not start every week, but you have Vestergaard to cover him, so I like that. Dallas, I'm not the biggest Dallas fan, but I like him. I like him as a player for sure. FPL wise, I'm iffy on him, but he can return any given game week. Zuma, love the captaincy shot on Fernandez. Salah, I love having him in my squad. Grealish, Son, Bowen, you have an incredible midfield. I think I have dang near the same one. Yeah, other than I don't have Son, I have Kane. You have Kane and Bamford. Oof. If I was to, I don't know if I. It is cold in my garage, man. In my garage, where I stay. Let's see. If I was to make a move, I might roll a transfer. I really like your squad. Yeah, I might roll. Whew. It's cold in here. It must be something in the atmosphere. Shout out Weird Al Yankovic. Yeah, I like your squad a lot. I think I would probably roll a transfer. I don't know if there would be any moves that I would make. I think this is a phenomenal setup. There's nobody that you're missing that I would say that you need to get in. Obviously no KDB hurts, but it is what it is. Yeah, I like your squad. I think it's solid. Your bench is solid with Vestergaard coming in. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that I would do necessarily on your squad. I think it's great. Is there a stream Sunday? So there will be a stream. There will be a stream Sunday. There will be a stream on Friday, and I might actually stream on Thursday. I might be doing a lot of streaming this week. I might be streaming on Thursday during this after the Sheffield United Manchester United match. But I also have work, so I don't know if I'll be able to do that. That's not a guarantee for me to do Thursday, but I do like to do it at the end of the game week. I might do it after the Aston Villa Burnley match, just so I can check up on you guys and see and show how my squad did and whatnot. But I will be doing it on Friday, and I will be doing it on that Sunday as well. Yeah, turning 20 was a great one for me, man. I just remember going to bed and thinking this is the last time I'll ever be a teenager, and yeah, that one did kind of hurt me a little bit. Let's see. I think I had another question, right? Yeah, can you rate my team? Yeah, one sec. FN 11 5219090. Yeah, so you have 2.2 in the bank. Yeah, a lot of cash to float around. Love Chilwell, Martinez, Justin. I like Justin. I would maybe look to move forward on Justin here in the future, but he's now. I would probably look to move him forward in the future. I like Sufald, KDB, Salah, Fernandez. Love the belt and midfield. Great. Welbeck, I'm not the biggest. Welbeck has been playing well, so I'm not going to say I'm not with him right there. I like him a lot, but I'd probably look to move on from him. You could probably bring in Danny Ings for the price that you get. Let me fact check that real quick. I hope that's my internet on the phone, not my internet on the computer. Price 5.5. You have 2.2 in the bench. You don't have enough cash to do that. Your bench, Kilman isn't playing anymore, so it might be time to get rid of Kilman and get some other cheap defender that plays like Charlie Taylor. But Charlie Taylor I'd probably bring in for him. Something like that. I like your midfield. I like Bamford DCL a lot. I mean, not having Son or Kane, it sucks, but it's a price you got to pay with having KDB and with the three heavy hitters right there in midfield. I like your team. For me, I look at Kilman, I look at Welbeck, I look at Justin. Those would be the three I look at. Let's see. No worries, Alex. Is there? Yeah. Do I get Ings out since he has City next? I love Danny Ings. I think I would play him in any match that he plays in, but I get it. I don't know. Ask me again on Friday. Ask me again on Friday when I stream. I'll be able to answer better. Not Sunday. Sorry, I meant when's the next stream. So the next stream is either going to be Thursday at some point, but I have work, so I don't know exactly when I'll be able to if I can. If not, it'll be Friday. Because I think I don't. The transfer deadline was a fun one to do. But the next transfer deadline's at 3 o'clock in the morning here in California, so I won't be able to do a transfer deadline again. So yeah, it'll be Friday. If not, maybe Thursday. If not Friday. KDB hopefully returns. Please score a hat trick. I hope so too, especially as you're triple captaining. Don't pick Wilson every time. Pick him and gets 1 point. Yeah, I'll be there all 3. I hope so. I hope to see you there, Alex. That would mean a lot. Bro, I'll try to come in your streams every time possible. I appreciate that. A lot. Hopefully it's a fun, entertaining stream for you guys. You're the only one who is answering my questions. I try to answer everyone's questions on here. I appreciate that. Love you too, man. Hopefully see you all later. Have a great week. Have a great game week 13. May the odds be in your favor. May you get some. Ooh, is there a shot already? Did Pulisic have a shot? Ooh. I really got to catch this game. Good luck to everybody. Hopefully everyone gets a nice green arrow this week. And if not, if you get a green arrow, awesome. I'll see you this Thursday or Friday. If not, that's how FPL dice roll sometimes. We bounce back, we recover for the weekend. Anyway, hopefully everyone has a great game week. Take some time out of your day to make someone smile. It's always the only thing I ever ask. The only thing I'll ever ask you guys to do. Well, maybe not the only thing. There's a lot. You never know what future holds. But, yeah, if the only thing I want you guys to do is to take some time out of your day to make someone smile. We sit for the Dawn God. Yeah. I don't know about that, man. But good luck, everyone. Catch y'all on Thursday or Friday. Take care.